I think I have it.
Hello? This is annoying. Sneaky, can you say something?
Hi.
Trying to have a conversation with Atin, and I don't
God.
think he's hearing us.
You tried to have a
Tried sending him
conversation?
I tried sending him a message, and I was ignored, so...
Ah, I see. Interesting.
Because,
So
are you familiar with the Discord spam friend requests, Max?
No.
No. Sounds like an excuse.
Huh. What? Hey, it's a really common scam where people will randomly try to friend you in hopes you'll talk to them. But yeah, I got one of those at the same time Max sent a message. So I tabbed out of Discord, saw that request.
And ignored Max's message. Got it.
I saw that symbol and said, oh, it's one of those. I don't even look at them anymore because Discord will ban the account within a couple days.
I just block it. It's whatever. I just don't like the notification. Alright, so I think, yeah, we're in the clear. We got Twitch working. Restream is getting the signal. YouTube is reporting in. Title update appears to have worked. It looks like we are in the green, gentlemen.
You know, I wonder why Twitch has stopped going live without having to refresh the page. I'm getting real sick of having to do that. Getting real annoying.
So, I was gonna do some fanfic today, right?
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
But you know how I always complain about real person fanfiction?
Not always.
Yeah.
Got some pretty memorable ones, yeah.
So I will introduce an exception here. When the person writing the real person fanfiction about themselves is writing it with the other person it's about.
Oh, that's a very specific exception, Sneaky.
Yeah! It's almost like I got an example for y'all.
That sounds
in the name of the Emperor,
like
no.
a story.
So, the title of this thread is, his Minecraft girlfriend ended their Discord relationship because he didn't support Palestine.
Excuse me?
I mean, okay. An ideological disagreement can be a good reason to end a relationship. In all seriousness, an ideological disagreement can be a good reason to end a relationship.
Yes, okay, but a fan fiction about this?
Well, it's not. I'm calling it a fan fiction because the relationship was a fucking roleplay.
Okay.
See,
is this VTuber drama?
No, it's not a VTuber.
That would be too easy.
Yes. No,
Because I thought with the recent, who was it, Scarlet and her Palestine flub, I guess, and Nietzsche forcing her to apologize?
Well, that's a whole other Niji Sanji going 3 days without shooting themselves in the foot challenge.
Impossible.
They have yet to
level impossible.
Yeah, literally. Impossible challenge. So we're gonna try and find. Thanks for doxing me. I appreciate that. Twitter.
Wait, what?
Twitter's just like, hey, are you real name? Yes, thanks, Twitter. I am, in fact, real name.
Are you Fuckleston McStuckstein? What? No, of course not. Yes, you are. We know you are. I'm live on Twitch. God damn it.
Yeah. But no, the actual trauma for Scarlet was, she had a cake from Starbucks on her stream, and for some reason that pissed people off.
Well, it's actually
She
quite
did a
simple.
bunch of
It's
them.
a series of really stupid events, right? So someone photoshopped the Palestinian flag with a bunch of Starbucks tweets. And
Okay.
Starbucks sued them for
Using their
Yeah.
logo.
That's
yeah,
IP infringement.
basically yeah,
Yep.
IP infringement. And so then people said, "Oh, so you hate Palestine and want the genocide to happen?" And
No,
it's like,
motherfucker, we don't want people using our logo.
so say sorry, I hit 4 at one point. Don't worry about it. So say your username is asseater@gmail.com and you create a Twitch or Twitter account, right? And then later on, Twitter lets you sign in using Google integration instead of having to put your password in every time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Asseater@gmail.com is a different user than Google integration asseater@gmail.com.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
Somehow.
No.
It is the dumbest fucking shit in existence.
The first time I saw it occur on a site I use, we were like, "Oh yeah, we're now Gmail integration." Like, "Oh, that's cool. So we can just combine this into my current account, right?" No,
No,
what do you mean?
perish. Okay.
No, of course not. What kind of fucking crazy
Very-
person do you think you are?
The very first time I experienced it, I'm like, "This is stupid. IT is stupid." Honestly, I'm kind of glad that I don't work in IT currently anymore. I think I want to stay out of it.
Yeah.
I don't think I want that to be my career path.
This is stupid. You're stupid. The decision I've been
I
subjected
think
to is
I
stupid.
think it's worth noting. I would probably be paid more being a garbage man and deal with less people.
Yeah.
Also, I'm partially nose blind to most things, so it'd work out pretty well for me.
Okay, yep, there she is. So, let's find that good old thread about how she broke up with her Discord boyfriend.
Oh boy. Right. Can we at
Um,
least keep it as little politics as possible
we
beyond
are
what
gonna
she
try,
put
but I
in her
have
thread?
no idea what she has put in her.
No,
I mean,
nothing beyond what she writes in her thread. Like, no, I don't want anyone sitting here saying I commit one way or the other.
Here we go.
Just gonna discuss.
she
whatever
put
stupid shit
X,
she wrote.
she put Y.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Here is the story about how some fucking nobody Minecraft YouTuber got into a relationship with his Discord moderator. And then they broke
Oh,
up
no.
over Palestine.
Okay. All right. Well, there's a mistake one.
Mm-hmm.
You made a work friend. Mistake 2. You started dating said work friend.
Listen. I have a number of excellent work friends. I would never date any of them.
No,
No.
look, it's like if you want to enter the workplace with your date, that's one thing, unadvised, but one thing. But if you are going to start dating someone at that job and you don't feel like you're both going to go there for 45 years and be the best of friends for the rest of your life and there's nothing ever going to come between you two, I do not recommend it.
Unless you are entirely certain that this is the relationship for all time and you will never, ever, 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 ever end it for any reason whatsoever, do not do it.
Oh yeah,
read it.
that's right.
Don't
Yeah, Scarlet
stream.
literally said everyone could fuck off, and then they made her apologize.
Yeah, her take on it was, don't bring politics into my stream. You're killing the mood. Please stop, guys. And they told her to apologize.
Yeah, Niji
Wait.
told her to apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Niji specifically tells people not. It specifically tells their streamers, do not get political.
Right, but Atin, you're forgetting they're Japanese, right? So
She's American, right?
Well, no, that doesn't matter here. So they're Japanese. The important part is them being Japanese, and part of being Japanese is the only things that are political are the things that the loudest people all don't agree on, right? So if the loudest people all say you have to support Palestine, it is the polite Japanese fiction to wow in public among these people you support Palestine, regardless of your actual views, because that's what everyone says you have to do as part of Japanese culture. This is a bit an extreme example because no one in Japan actually fucking cares about Palestine, but it's the cultural aspect of conformity. So if the squeaky wheel on her stream is shouting support Palestine, she's supposed to support Palestine because she is supposed to conform to what the loud minority says.
Okay, but what happens then when the loud minority then starts screaming that they support Israel?
Get fucked.
And they're doing it at the same time because this is the internet.
You got get fucked.
You're supposed to do both because Japan.
Honestly, that's a losing thing with a company that fired a talent for making a rather hilarious baseball joke.
I want to be clear. I think it's stupid. It's entirely possible for a human being to say that both sides of this coin are shit.
Yes.
I've never liked when people say you must support X or you cannot support Y because that is a logical fallacy.
I mean, yes, but no. I will say if you go out and this is gonna be as political as I'll get here until I start drinking and forget.
Oh boy.
Wait, that you're not trying to be political, or
yes. If you go out and say you're an environmentalist and that we need to shut down coal plants and whatever else in your fucking little death genocide pro head that you have, your little ideas of insanity, if you also use an electric car or a phone or a computer or anything electronic in your house, you are a massive hypocrite and should just neck yourself. Because a majority of those minerals are currently being mined using child, slave, and destructive labor that is polluting massive parts of the earth in a far greater quantity than coal could ever manage.
Lithium ion and nickel cadmium.
And cobalt.
Some of the...
And uranium.
And uranium, yes.
And platinum. The platinum mines are terrible. If you've ever seen how gold gets mined in South America...
Oh, gold mining is a problem.
It's very destructive.
We have some of the cleanest processes in existence right now for gold mining. They don't happen in South America. Yeah.
No,
and that's where all the gold is. Like they're still using mercury mining for South American gold, okay?
Oh no.
Yeah. So, you know, if you're gonna fucking sit here and say you're pro-environment, well then you better stop using electronics, because that's the biggest polluter of the environment right now.
You're not allowed to use Twitter. Unless you access the
exactly.
public library.
You must access Twitter by napping stones together. Then you are permitted.
You have to send smoke. Oh wait, you can't even send smoke signals.
Yeah, it's polluting the atmosphere according to you. Yeah.
You use some mirrors or something.
So that is the one instance where for now, that is the one instance I will say that if you support X, you can't support Y. I will say that's a 100% truth. Because it's just blatant hypocrisy of the highest level otherwise. Now, Israel and Palestine, I don't really care. I don't care. It's the same thing as if, fucking Hungary decided to attack, Austria. I don't care. All the Balkans are at war again. I don't care.
Yeah, but you're supposed to care.
I don't.
Because, they're two political groups.
I don't care. Until Ecuador lays siege to Mexico City, I don't really care what happens beyond the borders of the U.S.
That would be hilarious, though.
It would be hilarious. Fucking
Didn't
Mexico
Ecuador
loses to Ecuador.
Go full anti-gang death squads?
Yes. They did, yes. And it worked. In fact, Ecuador is now being hailed as the safest country in the world. Yeah.
Haiti.
Yeah. So anyway, like I said, I don't care. Other countries' problems are their problems. If they want land, they should kill other people for it. And if they lose, they can't complain about getting killed. Because, well, you wanted to fight for the land.
Jesus.
Oh, that's how it is. I want your land. Well, I have the option of, that's just how it fucking is,
You think, don't you know?
Well, that's just how it is. If I want your land, I have the option of using force by either economic means, legal means, or physical means.
That's not how that works anymore.
No, that's definitely how it still works today.
That's still how it works. It's just on a much larger scale, and the people doing it, they aren't being told no because people are scared to tell them no.
It's still how it's supposed to work, but as you can see with Russia and Ukraine, that's not how that works. Everybody gets upset when somebody decides, no, you know what? I want to reclaim some territory that used to be ours.
Well, yeah.
Except that's still how it's working because they're still trying to reclaim the territory.
And ultimately, at the end of the day, to be fair, Russia has actually reclaimed the territory they said they wanted.
Oh.
Some of it.
But it still occurs today. It's just much more rare, and it's on a larger scale. It's usually by people.
Not only that, it's a lot slower these days, simply because everyone's so intertwined in trade with each other that, say, attacking Ukraine is actually attacking Europe and America because Ukraine supports 30% of the world grain. And if 30% of the world grain disappears, then that means grain prices are going to skyrocket and people are going to start going hungry, which means their countries have to get involved. So,
There's also the fact that we're looking at everything in real time in ways we've never been able to before.
Yes.
So it seems like it's going slower when in reality, compared to previous campaigns for similar goals, it's actually going really fast.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you also have the advances in transportation and logistics that has greatly sped up the ability to mobilize and move an army.
Well, yeah, not just that, but the impacts that any given war has on anything, we can see it in As an example, I work for a company that ships things internationally. We ship things from India and China. I can tell you in real time the effect that something like that something like, say, Houthi attacks on boats that carry cargo through the Red Sea. I can tell you that it has increased my freight bills from anywhere from 15 to 20%.
Not surprised.
Exactly, and that's why all of these companies pressure their governments to get involved, because it's no longer just the Houthis versus Yemen government. It's now the Houthis versus Yemen government, and here is the 160 list of people being affected by it, of countries being affected by it, because of the new globalization. Which, to be fair, that was the intent of post-World War II. The intent of the globalization and NATO initiatives was to get everyone so entwined economically that it was going to become basically impossible to create war, because then everyone else would have to declare war on everyone else, because everyone else would then be infringing upon everyone else's ability to do economies.
And
don't like
to be
it.
clear,
Yeah.
that was the rationale behind. I'm not saying whether or not I agree with it, but that was part of the rationale behind increasing trade relations with countries like China, because the idea was, we will make them trade with us, and then if we decide to apply pressure over their abysmal human rights records, they will be forced to comply.
Which is why people
And
don't like China, because they are more independent.
that's what I was about to say. Part of the reason that the sanctions that the quote unquote Western nations leveled against a country like Russia are having a limited degree of effectiveness is because Russia has converted to. They're not saying they've converted to a full wartime economy. They've converted to a full wartime economy. Like, the rate at which they are replacing vehicles that they are losing is a military economy. It's a war economy. So that is, of course, helping limit the effect of sanctions, but Russia has always been relatively isolated. They haven't put all their eggs in one basket. Although a significant amount of their foreign currency reserves are currently hippity-hoppity U.S. property. God damn it.
Okay. So, yeah, nukes complicate things as well. Yeah, anyway, so this all leads into how we've reached the point where some girl is posting on Twitter about how she broke up with a no-name Minecraft roleplay streamer after being his Discord admin. You guys all ready?
No, I was honestly, I was
Hit
hoping to
us.
divert us into politics because I feel that would be less painful for my soul. Probably worse for the stream, but
I think you're forgetting the sort of opinions that get flung around this particular group of people.
I mean, you're right.
Here's the
But
thing. I've been here for the 12:30 a.m. discussions where I'm like, what the fuck is even coming out of your mouths at this point?
I mean, just remember that fucking comment I sent you, Max.
Thanks for narrowing that down, Sneaky.
No, it was recently when you asked me about my opinion on Gaza.
Oh yeah, everything happening there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sent a reaction image to go with it too. I'm just like, Barry's like, you know what? On the one hand, I'm glad I have a friend as honest as Sneaky. On the other hand, what the fuck?
on the other hand, you're fucking deranged, Sneaky.
Yeah, well, don't pick fights you can't win.
But is he wrong?
I was not wrong.
I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm saying he's
I mean, here's
deranged.
the thing. Here's the thing. I can't call his opinion wrong because his opinion isn't like fighting against any facts. It's just what he personally believes, and it is. I didn't realize that there was a polar opposite to fence sitting while still remaining on the fence. So Sneaky taught me what that was that day.
Sneaky is fence burrowing. That's what I want to call it.
By the way, son, here's the opinion.
Yeah. Just share that opinion. I didn't realize that fence sitters could have polar opposite reactions while still remaining on the fence. Now I know better.
At listen, if anyone's gonna find a way to burrow under the fence and sit on it, it's Sneaky. And I say that in the nicest way I possibly can, Sneaky. Which still isn't very nice, but...
Oh. Anyway, I got my rum. Let's go. Fucking delicious. I'm gonna try and keep this professional. And I'm gonna keep the names of others mentioned out of this thread, as I don't want anything bad to happen to them. Theo and I...
But I'm still gonna post about it publicly.
Oh yes, of course, obviously. I mean, they're a fucking no-name Minecraft YouTuber. This is their chance to be famous. I think Minecraft YouTuber is less cringe than Discord admin. Yeah, I think only from the sheer basis that Minecraft YouTuber implies that they have an audience.
No, hang on a minute. Someone can be a Minecraft YouTuber and have no audience.
Well, now hang on. Somebody
No.
can be a Discord admin and not actually be a shit.
Yeah, but no, I think it's more, well, but you wouldn't call yourself... You wouldn't call yourself a professional skateboarder if you've never won a tournament.
Well, no, I mean, there are professional golfers who have never won a tournament, but they still place in, you know, the, like, they still place in, like, the top 99 of... Are they the shittiest professional golfer? Perhaps, but they are a professional
Right, but
golfer.
they're getting paid. That's the difference. Is skateboard tournaments are like first place, second place, everyone else get fucked.
Ah, I see, okay. So it's the I'm a professional Dota 2 player. Well, have you won any tournaments? No. Have you made any money?
No.
No.
Then you're not a professional Dota 2 player. Yeah, it's like you don't tell people you're a Minecraft YouTuber unless you actually have a fucking subscriber count. Because then you just look stupid.
What are we going to? What number will we define as a subscriber count in this case?
I would say
Over
1,000.
1 million.
No, I'd say 1,000.
Okay, you know, I think that's fair.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say.
I think accounting for today's current climate, 10 years ago, I would have said like 1 to 200 is probably fair, but 1,000 is way more fair now with how oversaturated every entertainment venue is.
Well, I mean, it's not just that. It's also like 1 to 200 people. You got maybe like 10 people showing up to watch your videos regularly.
Yeah, if you got 200 subs and you've got like a 90 to 100%, that's impressive because not even the larger channels that are
Right.
vastly more entertaining in several cases can achieve anything better than like a 30% spread, I think.
Which, to be fair as well, you know, a
Incredibly
30%
uncommon.
spread is pretty good when you're dealing in the hundreds of thousands of people.
Oh yeah, no, it's like I have 1 million subs, but only 30% of people watch it. You know, that sounds pretty good to me, man. That's still, like,
Only the
300,000
population of a
views.
small New Jersey town watch all of my videos. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but on the other hand, that's the population of a small New Jersey town, which, I mean, that's like 4 people now.
It's like no, that's like the population of Vermont.
Yeah, I know.
He said town, not village, Atin.
Yes. No.
I'm just taking every shot at New Jersey as I can as I'm
No,
contractually obligated.
If New Jersey was a country, as we should be, if New Jersey was a country, we would be the 16th most densely populated country in the world.
What?
No, dude, New Jersey is fucking packed full of
There
idiots.
is 15,000 people per square mile in New Jersey.
What the fuck? There's like no space.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, except for the Pine Barrens. Everyone disappears in the Pine Barrens, so we stopped going to the Pine Barrens.
So there's infinite space in the Pine Barrens.
Yes, go ahead. Find out what happens in the Pine Barrens.
This is the last we'll be hearing of Sign.
Uh-oh,
forget-
what will happen to Sign's 8 welfare children?
Can't forget the blue holes. Those are great too. Fantastic. Want to know what a blue hole is?
It's the lake thing.
I
right?
assume
remember
we're
the
not
lake
talking about
phenomenon.
the excellent video game Dave the Diver blue hole.
It's a
It's a
sinkhole.
sinkhole.
It's a sinkhole that filled with water. But the fun part about New Jersey blue holes is that they suck you down into an unending current with the thousands of tunnels underneath New Jersey, and you die there.
This is a net win.
And this happens to dozens of people per blue hole.
Yeah, isn't
the good
Isn't
part of
there
New
a certain
Jersey just
number of
hills and forests? No, we have. So there is one hill in New Jersey, and it's in North Jersey, and North Jersey is basically the anus of New York, so we don't accept their existence.
Nice.
They have the fucking gall to say pork roll is called Taylor ham. The fuck they think?
What?
Yeah.
We need to have a talk with the rest of New Jersey.
Exactly. Look, if you gave New Jersey the option, we would become South and North Jersey, and then we would fight over whoever has to take Central Jersey.
I don't want those
To
fucking
collect
idiots.
them or to give them to the other side?
To give them to the other side.
We would like to formally gift you Central Jersey. Oh, no, you fucking don't.
No, you're taking Central Jersey. Oh, no.
It's not our... I'm sorry, I just imagine it as two horribly alcoholic parents, neither one of which wants to take care of their child.
Effectively.
That's not good.
Yes. Oh, but the forests in New Jersey are very pretty. Like I said, the Pine Barrens is a great place. Massive cherry bogs, very easy to hide bodies.
Yes, the jar of any forest. Body disposal.
Yes.
Listen, you are not thinking about this correct. The correct way to dispose of a body is you go to your friendly neighborhood pig farmer.
Well,
Yes.
there
And
are
you ask him
plenty.
if he wants some. You ask him if he wants some no questions asked meat and hit for his hogs, and he'll say, "Yes, I would."
Well, see, the funny part is there is actually pig farmers in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey.
I'm aware.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure. Anyway, so
There's a reason I
Theo
made that joke.
and I met in late 2023 when my friend asked me to apply to his server for his roleplay streamed multiplayer. I applied as an admin and got a response. Applied as a fucking admin? Hey, yo, can you go play on this multiplayer server? Yeah, sure, let me just apply as an admin. That's okay. I guess she was assuming tits would carry the day.
I guess I did.
I mean, they did, but on Discord, by asking Theo, by Theo asking me a few questions before being added as a lore admin to the streamed multiplayer universe. During this, my grandfather was hospitalized, and I spent lots of afternoon with him or helping my parents with things for him. Theo finally made a character for me to play on the server and added me a few days later, asking if I was available for a lore stream so I could stream my Minecraft lore. I had to decline, which I apologize
Why does
for.
this feel like discount VTubing?
Because it
Yes.
is.
Oh, great. An ad.
What is this
An
area,
ad.
Sneaky? What are you circling here? Oh, Newark? What about it? I told you, that's the one hill.
Oh, wait, that's the one hill?
Yeah. What am I reading? I am reading the story about how some nobody submitted to join a Minecraft roleplay streamed multiplayer stream and got accepted as a lore admin of the Discord, and then started dating the no-name streamer, and then eventually broke up with him over his stance on Palestine, which was no stance. That's what we're reading. Yeah, we're reading fanfiction today.
Every word you just uttered was cursed.
I had to decline, which I apologized for, as I was going to the hospital that evening. This is why I'm calling it fanfiction, because she's got this whole fucking concocted story that's just like, I don't even know or care if it's real or not. I just find it weird that you're ready to tell me about your personal life issues, about why you broke up with your boyfriend over Palestine. Your e-boyfriend.
It's your signal.
Your Minecraft Discord admin e-boyfriend.
It was literally a virtue signal
That
to
is a
show that
description
she
you
broke
just
up with him.
hit me with.
Flash banging Max.
Why the fuck do you think I'm drinking?
I mean, I want to be clear. He flashbanged all of us.
I just ran into the room holding fucking 3 flashbangs.
I mean, I've heard worse, so you gonna have to pull out your A game to hit me with something like that.
All right, you ready?
No, take it back.
After this event, Theo removed me from the server and messaged me saying I wasn't fit to join his streams. I politely said I understood and mentioned that if he ever needed help again with anything, he could always ask me. At the time, I was the only Spanish-speaking admin on the server, other than the owner of the streamed multiplayer universe. Then,
Wait, hang on. No, I'm sorry. Hang on.
on.
Back up. Can we go back to the part where she politely declines and this motherfucker flips shit and goes, "You aren't worthy of me," and this wasn't a red flag for you, woman?
It was the other way around. You got backwards.
What
She,
was said was he said she wasn't fit for the server. Which, by the way, she's making it sound like she just got the admin position, but also follows up with, I was the only Spanish-speaking admin, as if she'd been there for a minute. It's like, wait, hang on. You're already using verbiage that makes no sense and is already like...
Also, why is it relevant at all that you're the only Spanish-speaking admin? Like, what the so?
again, virtue signal. No, what she's doing here is she mentioned the Palestine thing. He said he had no opinion. She broke up with
that's not
off the server.
We're not
Sign.
there yet.
that's not
Sign.
yet.
You are a writer.
You're skipping
Stop
steps.
ruining the narrative.
Skipping steps?
You're jumping the outline sign.
Oh no, I'm skipping steps.
You're skipping steps.
Really?
Then came
Okay, fine.
chunk locked.
Hang on. Let me just catch sign up.
Yeah.
She applies for the server admin position. She gets it. At the same time, grandfather's hospitalized, so she spent time helping him and family. And when it was time for a
Lore
lore
stream.
stream,
For her
she's
character.
like, I can't do it. I'm going to be at the hospital today.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at the hospital.
For my
Oh,
dying
you're not a
grandfather.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, even if she didn't include dying grandfather, if someone says, I'm gonna be at the hospital, your response is, this is a reasonable excuse to miss any event.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? No. Yeah, that's red flag city.
Yeah, so anyway, then came Chunk Locked, another server made by Theo, which my friends once again asked me to apply for. So I applied as a creator. Maybe stop applying for these high-ranking positions.
Maybe don't listen to your friends when they say that you should apply to these things. Maybe tell them, you know, the last place you had me apply to was kind of fucking weird.
It's the same place technically. It's the same server owner. It's
Well,
the same server owner, but a different server. Like, it's like last time I tried to join something that this man ran, it was fucking weird. Why would I come back? What?
Sneaky?
Clash of
Fuck.
Clans.
Phoenix shit.
What the fuck?
The hell is that from?
That's Clash of Clans.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Focus
gives a
on the
fuck
more
about Clash of
important
Clans?
battles.
I'm gonna be real, man. This would have hit way funnier if the follow-up to the kick had been before the kick instead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have been funnier. Yeah.
Holy crap. That's got that. Oh, that energy's awful. I hate that.
It's great.
Great and terrible.
I see. Well, I remember back in the day. This is another sneaky story of Sneaky. How did you end up in this position? I remember back in the day. I don't know if you guys remember this. There was a Command and Conquer web-based game released.
Yes, I recall this cursed knowledge.
I vaguely recall
Where
that.
you had an energy bar which was recovered by time, and you could do things with that energy bar, which was basically a mix of tower defense and unit composition to attack people with.
Okay.
I forgot how you get tech points, but you got tech points in some way, and there's also obviously a pay-to-win mechanic, and basically a bunch of the pay-to-winners got to the heart of the map, and the heart of the map had the best resources, and the edges of the map had the lowest levels and the least resources, right? And I was on a Mass Effect kick at this time, so I didn't realize this was an actual city. But I created a clan called the Ghosts of Shanxi.
Oh no!
Oh no.
And
Sneaky, no!
proceeded to somehow rally the fringes to pierce through and concentrate all of their attacks to pierce through the core bubble and just start flooding in to the core zone with all of these fucking shitters just in massive numbers and just winning through sheer attrition because these people didn't have enough energy to rebuild or the resources to rebuild after they defeat 100 players in a row.
I have defeated almost 1,000 players. But I cannot stand alone, brothers!
So I was just like, that's when I stopped playing the game, is because we actually got into the core area, and then obviously got quickly demolished by the play-to-win players. But we actually got to the core area, and I was just like, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think we were gonna get this far. I was just spewing propaganda to make my clan big. I didn't actually think we were gonna get this far.
Oh, I didn't think I was
I
gonna get this
you did.
far. Alright, Plankton.
I didn't actually plan to win. But yeah, but yeah, I was just like giving like these fucking speeches every day in the clan chat about how we need to fight the good fight and to remember the ghosts that we fight for and shit like that. Yeah, but yeah, that's just another day in Sneaky plays an MMO and then accidentally causes a world event to occur.
You see, what you don't know, Sneaky, is that you are actually a traded commodity in the MMO universe.
And
And you are secretly used to buff up failing MMOs.
I wouldn't say failing, but yeah, sure. The Brewfest raid of 2012. No, it was the Brewfest. It was the Failgun Brewfest raid of 2010. Because it was the months before the release of Wrath of Lich King. When I was playing on my Blood Elf Hunter. And
When I was being a terrible human being.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is
So every day for Sneaky?
so we Failgun is Failgun, right? If you know WoW, you know Failgun in some extent. Failgun was Failgun. We were fucking the shitters of shitters. And I somehow I was not there for Leroy Jenkins. However, I did convince 200 people to pretend to be drunk and riot all the way from Stranglethorn Vale from into Ironforge, through Ironforge, and into Stormwind.
That sounds familiar.
It was the shitters. We didn't care about levels. We took everyone from the level 10 to the level 70.
What server was this?
Bailgun.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Because I remember several events like that on my server, and I think it was one of the more populated ones.
Oh, Bailgun was a very highly populated server. It's just we were known for being shitters. So,
it wasn't that one, though.
Yeah, everyone on Bailgun called it Failgun. Because we were just known for being shitters. But yeah, I just randomly one day during Brewfest got up on the stage and just started shouting about how we're not going to let the Alliance take Brewfest from us.
From you, motherfuckers, the dwarves invented it.
That is Alliance propaganda.
That's Alliance propaganda.
Everyone knows that the first alcohol was invented by orcs and stolen by the dwarves. You racist motherfucker.
Indeed. But
of course.
But yeah, I was like on stage, I was like, we're not gonna let the Alliance take the Brewfest from us. They dare attack us on this holy holiday. Keep in mind, I was fucking like goddamn 14 years old at this point. I couldn't even drink in real life.
Legally.
But I'm just out there, I'm just like, you think we're gonna let this happen? We created like 6 or some raids worth of people. 40 people per raid. And just funneled into the Stranglethorn Vale, into the cities. It's just fucking, we're just fucking around.
Now here's the real question. Did you guys make it to Jaina before you got junked?
No, we got to Stormwind, and then immediately got pushed out of Stormwind, and we had to fall back to Elswire Hill, not Elswire Hills, the hills, starts with a W. It's to the west.
No, I think that's an actual British place.
It's to the west of the starter zone.
Alliance side?
Alliance side, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's the place with the farm. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's the place with, the dead mines.
Yeah, the dead mines.
Yeah.
Westbrook? West something?
Westshire, or something like that?
Not Shire.
We got pushed back to that zone, and then we all, the level 70s valiantly sacrificed their lives so the rest of us could teleport out.
Westfall, yeah.
There we go. Anyway, good times.
You didn't have a mage to portal you?
Bro, we were a collection of level 5s to level 70s. We were disorganized. I would be shocked if any of us even remembered to use our Hearthstones up until the last moment, because a lot of us didn't remember to use our Hearthstones up until the last moment. But anyway. I applied as a creator and was then messaged by Theo telling me that actually he will once again accept me as an admin. After the week-long event, I became very close with the group of people, including Theo, and was invited back onto the roleplay streamed multiplayer universe as an admin. After the event, Theo kept asking to hang out with me IRL, and eventually led to him asking me to be his girlfriend. I said yes, and we dated for a few weeks. Bruh. Yep, it's tits. Yeah, 100% tits. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
During this relationship, which was in December, I got very sick. My best friend, IRL, is a male, and he came over to my house to make me soup and help me as I couldn't get up and my family was out. When I posted an appreciation pic of my friend and I as thanks for helping out, Theo messaged me and he was pissed. He told me that I made him uncomfortable by being close to other guys. And our relationship seemed intimate along with lying about being uncomfortable, which I asked and they said they were in fact not uncomfortable. This conversation led to him accusing me of attacking him when I asked questions. Bro, you're dating a role-playing, no-name Minecraft streamer who thinks he's gonna be the next fucking Dream.
Also, just there are just so many red flags in here. I need, listen, I have to start. Do I have to get the Watto post back out, Sneaky? Is that what I have to do?
Tap the sign.
Okay. Now hang on. A woman hanging out with her male best friends while her boyfriend's not around, that's a no-no in any relationship. I'm sorry. That's a big no. Unless he knows them personally and is friends with them. And even then that's still
okay,
iffy.
look, so it's one thing if it's like, oh, they're out at the amusement park or something and it's a whole big group. That's one thing, right?
A big group, yes, that's fine.
But it's like, hey, thanks for coming to my house where I am alone, home with you and only you.
No, big red flag. Nope. That bitch
There's
cheating.
nothing special between us. Trust me.
No, hang on a second.
No,
Hang on a
that sounds
second.
like you got some control issues. I'm
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like control issues to me. No. If you've known it, okay.
It is a control issue.
When you are a few months into the relationship, and this is someone who they've been friends with.
No, they're a few weeks into the relationship.
I'm sorry. Yeah, a few weeks into the relationship. Like, I'm sorry. All you're gonna look like there is the asshole trying to break up a friendship.
Okay, see, here's the thing is, right? Here's the thing, right? We have proof. Okay? We have proof. Not about this girl. But there is plenty of studies, and there's plenty of fucking YouTube videos made about, like, you know, a guy going around, goes up to a girl, he goes, hey, call a guy on your phone, just any guy that's not family, and ask if you just broke up with your boyfriend, can they come over? 100% of the time, the guy was like, I'll drop everything for you, I'll be right there, rebound time.
Yep.
It's just how it is.
But here's the problem. Those are just deeply sad, unhealthy motherfuckers that can't have a relationship.
No. Atin, it's a vast majority. You are the aberration. A vast majority of IRL relationships with the opposite sex, one side in every relationship on average is hoping for something to happen. Usually it's on the side of the guy.
I see where Atin's coming from. I've been there myself. I had no intention of hooking up with this girl. I was friends with both her and her fiance. They broke up because of issues. I was hanging around with both of them at the same time. She came on to me, and then it was, oh, okay, well, fuck the bro code.
Well, yes, but like that's my point, though, is that one person in that relationship was hoping for something more, and it was her.
I guess I'll just fully admit to being the weird one who's had... I guess I'm the weird one because I've had multiple relationships with different women where I didn't want anything from them other than friendship, and they didn't want anything from me other than friendship. It's fantastic. Yeah, you should try it.
That doesn't generally happen for a lot of guys.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Yeah. You should try. Okay, look. It's gonna sound dumb, but like, listen, if you genuinely start up a friendship without any kind of
Intent. Yes, I'm aware.
expectations or
Yeah.
desire, I promise you, it is entirely possible for women to pick up on that.
She realizes she's been friend zoned. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, and with that, and I would just tell her no, because like, I understand that I'm different, and my thought process is she just wants me to use as a therapist, emotional punching bag, 100%. Been there, done
Sure.
that, left.
But here's the thing. You can, when that starts happening, you either tell them that, hey, this is not okay, and that you just tell them, hey, I don't like the way this is going. I don't like the way that this is happening. You
Yeah,
only call me whenever you have a problem.
Right.
And
yes.
either you find out they're actually a friend and they go, shit, I didn't mean to do that, or they go, and then they show their true colors, and you go, right, bye.
Most guys aren't going to do that. They're going to go, oh, this is my chance to get laid? Sure, I'll be right over there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, I have had a very wide scattering of, I would say, low-level friends. Acquaintances, high-level acquaintances, low-level friends, if you want to put them in that section. I thought a girl I was just totally friends with, and no ulterior motives going on there for several years, and she did not think the same.
I mean, in fairness, I say this as politely as I can. You are the densest motherfucker around.
No. Looking back on it, I can see attraction from the other party. I'm talking about looking back on this relationship. I did not see any attraction going on. It was just two people hanging out and playing video games and talking about video games.
Yeah, she sounds awkward.
Yeah.
She's not going to show any attraction. And that's a case of she expected you to make the first move, and when you didn't, and she made a move, it upset her.
Well, the minor problem was I was 18 and she was 14, so... Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The age gap itself is not a problem. It's those ages specifically that's the problem.
I'm aware, yeah. And then she tried to climb all over me she invited me to her 16th birthday party. Because when we first met when we were those ages. Yes, it's a minor problem. And she had her 16th birthday party. I was in college now. And she was like, hey, can you come over? I'm having my 16th birthday party. I was like, yeah, sure. We've been friends for years. I'll give you a present and I'll drink with the adults or whatever. And that was not how that party ended up. And I kind of shuffled out after handing her present off and then never talking to her again.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So...
that was like the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, statutory, not fun. Don't want to end up on a list.
Yeah.
Another list. More lists.
More lists. Yeah. Alternative lists. Yeah. So yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'm good. And then,
should have waited 2 years.
No, she had a boyfriend by then, and we had mutual friends and then they told
also,
me that,
Sign, that particular statement that you made, even though it is not a problem for Sneaky in this specific instance, because Sneaky's not a shitbag, that's not a good relationship.
Yeah, some people are a bit weird about that. Yeah.
It will never look good on the outside, and B, you are gonna have such a vast difference in maturity there. Like,
fucking, what was it? Was it Dream that did that shit?
I think.
My brother in Christ, that's pretty much the normal thing. Let me put it this way. I recall when I was in high school.
No. I mean, specifically, there was an instance of Dream's DMs getting leaked. And he apparently DM'd some girl, and she was like, bro, I'm 14. And he was like, okay. And then the next DM he sends her was like 4 years later when she's like the day she turned 18, and he's like, all right, so do you want to go out now?
No, that's not cool.
No,
If
but like
you-
that's what I'm saying. Like
friendship with
sign.
the whole time.
Sign. The point when someone's just hit 18 and they are still most likely a senior in high school versus someone who should
Graduated
be
at
on track
least.
to
Yeah.
finish college
Yeah.
if they haven't finished it. That's not a healthy relationship because the difference there is so massive, my dude.
And I
Well,
reiterate,
I mean, just
you
any relationship with me involved in it is not a healthy relationship, but yeah.
That's a different problem.
All right, let me put it this way. Every girl I knew from about the 9th or 10th grade up was dating the college age guys, the 16-year-olds dating 18, 19, 20, 21, etc. year old guys in college, and they went on to marry a lot of those, and that was just considered normal during my time. There was nothing wrong with it. That's how it's done.
Yeah, you're from a
Dating-
very different time with a very different set of expectations.
Well,
And
also
we now
a very
know
different
just
maturity
how
level.
yes, that is an important thing. But yeah, we know just how bad of a fucking idea that shit is now.
It's not so.
don't get me
Well, again,
wrong.
I would bring up that it's not so much of a bad idea because, again, we've been marrying fairly young from like 16 onwards for a very long time, and it's not really been a problem.
Younger than that.
Yeah, 14, yeah. The problem more is the maturity levels of the people involved and in how sheltered the people involved are these days. And how they don't know really what they're getting into. Like fucking hell, the 16th century peasant knew more what they were getting into when they got into a relationship with someone at the age of like 14 than a 20-year-old does now.
Well, okay, you've also got to take into account the fact that a lot of these people don't know jack shit about life, like the fact, I'm talking basic facts of life.
Right.
You look at city kids versus country kids. City kids, where do babies come from? I don't know. Country kids, well, the parents fuck and they have a baby. That's how that works.
Right,
and
that's,
they know
that's
this
my
from a
point.
young age.
That's what I'm saying, though, is these people are getting into relationships not fully capable of understanding what having sex creates.
And what it will do. Now, the other thing I do want to point out is sign. Just because people got married at the ages when you were that young, we know now that realistically, you really don't want women going through childbirth before like 18.
18 and 19, yeah.
Like it is decidedly unhealthy.
Well, you gotta keep in mind again, there was a period of time where the average lifespan was 30, so.
I know. Okay, that
it
doesn't change
varies
the
from
medical
person to
knowledge we have
person.
now. It changes the reasons why you might do it, but it doesn't change the medical knowledge we have.
Yeah.
It does vary from person to person, and the risks are
Yes,
minimal
it varies from person to person.
Anyway, so
on an average,
let's keep talking about this
Average.
Discord admin fucking another Discord
don't
admin.
want to.
Hey, Kitten.
Exactly.
But wasn't the average lifespan due to infant mortality? It was also due to a war going on at that time, and they had a heavy levy going on. Yeah, and disease.
And disease for old age, starvation,
And the plague.
crop failure due to crop disease.
Yeah.
The plague falls into disease, Sneaky.
Yes. Yeah.
No, hang on a sec. The plague is kind of a special. Like, there's the diseases you had because motherfuckers didn't know how to wash their hands.
It wasn't just wash their hands. It wasn't just wash their hands. It was I cut my toe, and I kind of shrugged and kept walking, but then it got infected, and now I lost my whole leg to gangrene. But we don't really have technology to remove legs from people, so the doctor had to give me a wooden slat and then sawed my leg off, but I died of blood loss.
Yeah, that's certainly part of it, right? But, like, yes, they died of blood loss. They died because what causes sickness? Breathing night air. Right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Which, to be fair, to give people credit where it is due, they were wrong about what causes sickness, but they were also they did end up somewhat at the correct answer.
Yes, they did sort of get to the right answer with the wrong information.
Yeah.
They did figure out basic hygiene.
Well, I mean, Poland did.
Yeah, it was a luxury for a lot of people. I mean, it's not like you can just go out and chop wood every day to, make a hot bath. But
Well, it's not even you need a hot bath. I mean, just running water alone does actually clear out a massive majority of infectious material. The main
absolutely.
issues is that the general populace didn't really understand why you need to shit downriver and not upriver, and why washing the clothes was important upriver, and why drawing water only after the clothes were done washing was important, and why not drawing water from downriver was important. 4 ads. They ended, and now I have 4 more ads. Fucking rip. Goddamn rip.
You have been selected as the ad tribute.
You are the ad tribute. You will now be watching all of the ads needed.
You should block them.
Well, you can't.
No, you can't block.
Not on Twitch.
Ad block doesn't even work on that?
Ad block does not work on Twitch.
No, because they're baked into the player.
Yeah.
Oh, oof.
Yeah.
Rough. Close the player.
You then can't watch the stream.
What happens if you come back to the stream after
You
you've
get
closed
ads.
the player?
Don't worry,
you get
it'll make sure you see the ads.
Yeah, it'll make sure you see the ads.
Okay, so it's just you
Also,
watch the ad.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
will watch
also,
the
Yes.
ads and you will like them.
If you have the stream muted for one reason or another, and you tab to something else, it will just pause the ads and wait for you to come back to look at the ads again.
Yeah.
See,
I've-
the solution
I've
to
had-
that is...
I've had to permanently set the stream volume to 1% as a result.
Yeah, I was gonna say the solution to that is
I mute
stream
the tab.
volume 1%.
I use the Chromium function of tab muting. It doesn't register as a mute and still registers as the stream is playing.
That's
There are ways around it.
ridiculous.
I'm just pissed off I have to do it.
Yes, we shouldn't have to do
Son
it
of
in
a
person.
fucking bitch! I totally forgot.
What?
I was in someone's stream to claim some fucking Twitch drop item, and I totally forgot what the Twitch item was. But I got the item, but I never claimed it.
Oh, well.
Claim it now?
No, I can't. The event's over. This was like a month ago.
Good job. Anyway, all right, back to
this
cringe ass.
He broke up with me the next day! And that was that. During the relationship, he would constantly talk about how since we started dating, he would get more views and more followers.
Okay, I hang on. I do want to go back and say, if there's a fundamental incompatibility of relationship trust, yes, great reason to break up. Good job.
Yep.
But I mean, I don't even know where to touch. Like, the fact that she doesn't see any problem and wasn't willing to consider a problem. Also, the fact that he just wasn't willing to talk. Like, guys, relationships require a little bit of work.
This is why you use a Prime sub.
Well, yes, relationships require a little bit of work, but there are some things that are just instant deal breakers. Especially if she doesn't see it as a
I think
problem.
this guy, I mean, it clearly wasn't a real relationship. I mean,
No.
you know, this guy was using her as like some sort of vehicle of, hey guys, I have someone with tits in my life. I'm cool. Come watch my streams.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, which is a whole other problem. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but actual literal objectification.
Well, yes, but also at the same time, it is completely on this person. They got accepted the first time near instantly, and then they got rejected because they couldn't show up because they were in the hospital. That should have been an absolute red flag to never interact with this person or watch anything ever again. from
Yes.
them. Like, that's... Why is Stone Toss, Gura, and Social Security on the fucking trending page?
No.
And how does Alex Kister tie them all together?
Who?
I don't know.
Alex Kister, the sister
That's
kisser.
the fourth trending. That's the fourth trending tag.
Alex
Okay.
Kister, the sister kisser.
By the way, I guess I zoned out at some point.
Yeah.
When did she mention that they even entered a relationship to begin with?
Oh, when she became an admin for his second server, he invited her to be his girlfriend.
And she mentioned that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, alright, I definitely just zoned out.
To be fair, your
that
brain is
was-
trying to protect you.
Yes.
Well, no, my human brain not good at multitasking, ADHD even worse.
Indeed.
So my attention is being split between two.
And
things
he
right
would
now.
blatantly ask me to repost or advertise for him. If it was a joke or not is still unclear to me.
That's not a joke, you
Phoenix.
dumbass.
Unclear. Also, yeah, Phoenix heads.
I mean, listen, Reddit is the home of bad takes.
Yeah. It didn't seem like a joke, but after we broke up, I left Chunklocked, Cloud Creations, and the streamer multiplayer Unity universe on my own, and specifically asked never to be added back again as I didn't want to deal with it. After that, I went even as far as to blocking TheoCloud and the streamer multiplayer universe from my Twitter feed so I wouldn't see it. After a few weeks... Oh my god.
What?
After a few weeks, I unblocked Theo and then asked him if we could be on mutual terms again as we had lots of friends in common.
You fucking weak idiot.
Yep.
I then apologized for breaking up with him.
Didn't
You
he,
fucking idiot.
wait, didn't he break up with her?
Yes. He then said no and revealed that he was stalking me on my streams. He said that I was being rude and disrespectful. During the stream, I was talking about a non-existent man saying he was my boyfriend as a joke with my chat. And after this, I would get paranoid and check if I had Theo in my chat or any of his alts constantly. If he was asleep or unable to be there himself, he would send a friend to stalk my streams, who I then later identified.
Hold
What
up.
the f-
Wait a second. If you know his alts, why are you not blacklisting every single one of those accounts?
Yeah, right.
I'm just gonna leave this here,
No,
ladies and gentlemen.
What do you?
It's just
There
in
it is.
Fic 9K.
1 of 99? Are you fucking serious?
Wait.
1 of 99 what?
Huh?
The other thing posted in Fic 9K from Aura. It's a fucking thread. 1 of 99 tweets. Like shit, I'm gonna fucking click on that. Also, this dude was red panels? Nice.
Which one was red panels again?
Let me see if I can't pull something up from him. Here we go. This guy. That's right. This website's so old it doesn't even have an HTTPS.
Good lord. Oh yeah, this guy.
Oh.
I mean,
Which,
look.
actually, for his first comic, this is pretty good. Good news, little Timmy is perfectly healthy, but before you two leave, I would want to ask if you want us to pull out all his teeth. What? Why? Tooth extraction is proven 100% effective at preventing cavities. No, we'll just use toothpaste and floss. Okay, do you want us to cut off his ears then? They can interfere with proper cleaning of the ear. No. Well, these are horrible ideas. What kind of parent do you think I am? Oh, okay. Well, I guess you want us to cancel the circumcision too, then? No, hold on. Don't get ahead of yourself here. He was funny even back then.
I mean, listen, I agree with him on that's a funny joke, but like, listen, I don't like Stone Cost because I just think he's got bad jokes most of the time.
No, I think he hits pretty good most of the time. Yeah, 2015, damn. I'm announcing my retirement after 18 years. Because the meme... Man! Oh! This is his sign-off when he stopped being Red Panels. After 18 months as the creator of Red Panels, I'm announcing my retirement. My decision is motivated by the bright future ahead of us, 2017-2023. The meme president has been ascending to the throne. Brexit is shaking the foundations of the EU. And everywhere you look, there is now skepticism of mainstream media. In the midst of all this good fortune, I am taking the opportunity to rest. Red Panels has been a fun project. Producing free comics for you all has been immensely rewarding. I will be moving on at this time. Thank you all. Bye. So now we know why he came back as Stone Toss.
Tossing them stones through glass houses.
Now we know why he calls himself Stone Toss. You get ads because you're weak. I get ads because I forgot to resub to Twitch Prime. We are not the same.
Yeah. That's some horse shit, though. Like, I should be able to say, oh, just keep the Twitch Prime going. I hate that you have to re-up that every time.
Yeah, right. Sentot's Nazi dog whistles aren't particularly subtle, and they've reached their target audience. On more than one occasion, the result has been deadly. Daily reminder not a single person has ever been hurt by a webcomic. I mean,
Yes.
yeah.
But they're deadly to someone's feelings.
Indeed. Well, hold on. No, Twitch Prime. No, Twitch Prime is from paying Amazon money. So that let's be clear here that he's not paying Twitch money. He's paying Amazon money, and it's just happened to be getting his free Twitch Prime sub out of that.
Oh.
Like, listen, I continue to use Amazon Prime because I have things I need delivered rapidly. You know, when I run out of cocaine.
I stopped paying for Amazon. What? The powder, the suspicious white powder you need?
Yes, my suspicious white powder that, oh my god, we somehow still haven't been gotten by the feds for it, but someday we will. There's nothing actually wrong with it, but someday somebody's gonna ask questions.
Indeed. Anyway, so I told him that I was in fact not taking not talking. They're clearly illiterate, though. I need more alcohol. Alcohol. You make it so much easier. Okay. This rum be hitting hard. Alright. Let's see here. I told him that I was in fact not talking about him or bad about him. He then said we had to do a Discord call to talk things out. We called, and I recorded the call, which I will not link unless he denies that we had a call about it. And then, this happened, and then he said we could stay on mutual terms and not talk bad about each other. After this agreement, I thought this would end, but then he blocked me from all events and all project account events.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's progress.
I was confused because I thought we came to an agreement. No. You said come to a mutual neutral agreement. That does not mean you get to come back to the server, which he controls. It just means that you get to talk to your friends again.
It means you won't talk shit about each other.
Yeah. You are the most pure and truest fan ever. I've never seen someone geek so hard about an individual before.
Wow. Call them fans.
No, that was a fucking little thing I saw today. I forget who posted it, but it was so you have fan tier knowledge, but you hate the series. Yes. So you're a hater. I dislike you. Let's see, anyway, so, blah, blah, blah. I was confused because I thought we came to an agreement but stayed silent on New Year's Day at 12 a.m. He texted me without prompting, which also confused me, and then he was radio silent again. Yeah, because he got drunk. And drunk texted you. And then didn't follow up, probably because he passed out. Drunk.
Like an idiot.
And then didn't
And
follow
then
up.
when he woke up, he realized what he'd done.
Yeah, well, not only that, it's also wake up the next day, look at your text message, I'm not gonna fucking touch that.
Exactly.
Recently, one of my close friends in the SMPU left and announced so in group chat. I was confused, as I knew they enjoyed the server and asked what was wrong. One of the admins in chat immediately became aggressive towards me, which created the discourse in the group chat. After that, they apologized to me and revealed to me that Theo had told them that I was going to be malicious towards the server. This got me confused, as I thought we were on good terms.
Look, I don't know what to say here. Kid, this is obviously 18 different kinds of red flags. Neither of these people should have been in any kind of relationship. For God's sake, I hope you take this for the learning experience it should be, and you learn how to pull the eject cord on what is obviously a mismatch.
Also, just
More
stop
red
hanging
flags
out
in
with the group.
1940 Germany.
I'm sorry, but stop hanging out with this group.
She can't do that. She's too invested.
Oh, I know.
Well, okay. Now, look, I get it. You have a limited social pool, right? And I mean this sincerely. You have a limited pool of people that you can socialize with from the pandemic. You're probably incredibly desperate for any kind of interaction. But you gotta learn when something's unhealthy, kid.
Well, I mean,
Learn to cut your losses and run.
yeah, it's always baffled me. I've never had this problem just cutting my losses and leaving. But I am self-aware to know enough that that's unusual for people. I encounter many people who have sunk cost fallacy. How old are they? We'll scroll up and find out. I know many people who get caught up in sunk cost fallacy of the destructive kind. Like, yeah, do I have sunk cost fallacy on, like, some of my single-player games? Sure. Do I have it on playing Dota? Sure. Am I ruining my life over Dota? No. Am I ruining my life over my single-player games? No. Am I ruining my life over my career choice? No.
Ruining your life over gotcha games.
No.
No. None of us are fucking as sad and horny as you.
I just... I never saw the appeal of gacha games. The only reason why I even play Azure Lane is because it is 100% free-to-play friendly. I can earn every single thing in that game aside from cosmetic skins by just playing the game.
I tried one gacha game, and that was it. Never again.
Azure Lane is also horny
bait.
bait. You are correct. Azure Lane is also horny bait. However, my favorite characters are all fully clothed.
Azure Lane is the
You said it like
horniest
they're not
bait in
horny
existence.
bait.
Huh? I say that like what?
Like they're not still horny bait despite being closed.
Oh no, they're 100% still horny bait. It's just they're fully clothed. You know, one of them's wearing a full body kimono. I don't really. I mean,
That's sexy.
yes, but it's also not just like cheap porn bait. You know, like some of them, like so I could pull up some of these fucking characters here, like Guam, and it's like, is she wearing anything underneath that tabard?
No, the answer is no.
The answer is actually yes. It's a thong. She's wearing a thong.
Oh boy.
Leotard too, yeah. But it's a very, very small, short, skimpy leotard.
I have to look at this character. Yo, she has a fucking
Oh,
mech.
what are my waifus? Sure. It's what the fuck's her name? It's the Japanese name that I always forget. And then there's the
That's
subs. Yeah,
so
Jesus
helpful.
Christ. Well, okay, look, like one of them's like Kira, one of them's Akiro, and one of them's like Kiara, and it's like, I fuck up on them, okay? Okay, let's see what we got here. New Jersey, Bismarck, Enterprise, Belfast, the other version of Bismarck, of Rune, what's the Japanese one? Amagi. That was the Japanese one. These are all very conservatively dressed characters. Now, they do have some horny skins. I'm not going to be like, oh, well, they don't have any horny at all. No, there's some absolute 110% horny skins out there. I don't have any of them because I'm free to play. So all I have is the base skin, and the base skin ain't fucking horny. Baltimore? Yeah, Baltimore's pretty good.
To me, like, I have a problem with gacha games wherein I like characters that are useful, and I like using useful characters, and those ones usually end up being horny bait.
Yeah. But at the same time, I don't get involved in other gacha games. Dishwasher Enterprise wallpapers, one of the few gacha artworks I have, yeah. Dishwasher does make some pretty decent artworks when he's not making horny porn.
Well, I mean, yeah, that is, as I like to call it, the Shadman problem.
Yes, it's like, wow, when you're not making degenerate porn, your art's really good. Can you do more of this? No. Understood. Have a nice day.
That's a deep shame. Goodbye. If Shadman ever is allowed out of jail, I might commission him for something non-horny.
Hello, NSFW author? I would like to commission Safe for Work.
I
Right,
mean,
sign?
technically I did that, but you know, someone isn't writing.
Yeah, someone's not writing it, right, Sign? Oh, I guess Sign died.
He may be dead.
Yeah. Is what it is. He
We'll
lived
just
to
say
the old age of 412.
Does this mean I get to take his dragon money?
Yes. Fuckers. Oh.
What are we? I mean, we are, but
Hey, look, it's just, hey man, I don't.
Why in? Oh,
I almost choked my coffee.
that's your problem.
Yeah, that's a you problem. Oh, you know what? You know what? Reverse 1999 is actually very. It's very much not horny. It's very unhorny. It's also, it's another gotcha game. I tried getting into the story, I just couldn't. I was interested. The concept is interesting.
Look, I have an issue with gotcha games in that most of their plot is hidden behind scaling difficulty, and the scaling difficulty tends to require me to not do free to play, or if I do free to play, I have to fucking grind my ass off free to play.
Yeah, it's just not fun.
I'm just not there for that.
Like a job, and it's like, wow, no. Yeah.
It's like, sorry, your story just isn't that good.
Like Arknights, several amazing designs.
Now, Arknights might not be horny bait, but goddamn is the fandom thirsty.
The fandom is thirsty.
The fandom are the thirstiest motherfuckers to ever exist.
The fandom is so thirsty, they're fucking there licking Mudrock's abs as she takes her suit off.
The fact that you know who that is proof of your statement.
Exactly.
Also, I am one of the people who's like, I'm glad that we finally got to see Mudrock. Why can't I have her in her armor? Yo, Star? Why is this not a skin option?
Look, there is a special place in my heart, just in general, for the IED armor, okay? Any armor that's evocative...
Please put on a shirt. No.
Any armor that's invokes the IED armor, I am 110% there for. I just like IED armor. It just looks so cool.
It's great. What's even cooler, Sneaky, is
the giant sledgehammer that she wields.
Well, one, she wields that very easily too. Her armor is filled with rock.
Yes.
Like, the armor is actually like 2 times her size because it just fills all the empty space with.
So she's Hovel?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Max was given female Hovel with visible abs. Solution.
Yes, the badass Luddic Path modded IEDs. Yes, I know. Yeah, 100%. There is a special place in my heart for the ultra just fucking Luddic me smash, no matter what series it is or what form it takes. Solution hammer, solution heavy armor. Let shine forth the light of blood.
My weapon is a hammer, and the world is a nail.
Indeed. Yeah, no, Luddic IEDs are so fucking funny, though. What if we took a capital ship that has spaceship fuel in it in an ultra compressed capacity and attached antimatter bombs to it? And then rammed it at full speed into the middle of your fleet.
What was the nonsense bomb in Halo?
Oh shit, Sylvania got a resprite? Yeah, boy! Dude, I am fucking loving the nukes of UAF right now. They are my favorite fucking thing to use. Those fucking nukes. So good. There is nothing that brings me more joy than seeing a giant explosion. Selka released the Knights of Blood mod. Oh, I have Knights of Blood. Great fucking mod as well, yeah. Anyway. You guys really should try Star Sector. It's free.
I did, in fact, try Star Sector.
I know you did.
You gave it to me for free. Again, Star Sector is one of your special little autism games.
It's a very autism game.
do whatever, make number go up. Like, if I'm playing a game, I want at least a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing. Like, I want, yes, I know, set whatever goal you want. Man, I want a little bit of direction. I don't need the Skyrim minimap saying go here. I want a billboard saying interesting shit this direction.
Okay, so they did actually update the main story to be more handholdy in terms of getting you introduced to the game, getting introduced to the systems of the game. And then the Narrowlexan mod on top of the High Value Bounties mod also really incorporates more of that feel in. To give you a wider breadth. And then my favorite new mod I just added recently in terms of Star Sector playing is space trucking, where you get to be a space trucker and you go space trucking. Just avoid the hivers. Bro, I like hivers. They're funny. They're easy to nuke too. Yes, the female hovel armor. Wholly approve, yes.
She got thick thighs.
It's the female hovel armor.
You know, I'm sorry. There's still just a little bit too much skin there. There should be none.
There's an appropriate level of no. There's a see. It's magical. She's protected anyway.
Oh! You know what? That's how you sell me on this is female hobble. She's mastered the protection spells.
Why do you need the fucking armor to begin with at that point?
Because
you
it
gotta
looks
have
cool,
something to
and
buff.
it's inspiring.
Look.
And symbolic.
This armor's doing something that we don't see often when it comes to female armor designs. It's actually protecting vital areas.
Most of them, yeah.
It's leaving two very wide open right there. The ones that can, sever that connection between the heart and the legs and allow you to bleed out faster than if
yeah.
Sign. That's what the leather straps are for.
Exactly.
But
but more seriously, if you want to talk about Hovel, right? So Hovel wears the armor symbolically. He doesn't wear the armor because it's good armor. It is good armor, don't get me wrong. But Hovel wears the armor symbolically. Because he's Hovel.
A part of me still thinks that it's literally like, wow, the dragons can't do shit against Titanite. Hey, Titanite armor. It's like, oh yeah, we'll just thin it. No. No, I don't want you to thin it down. I want you to just carve this slab into a slightly smaller slab.
I want you to take this slab, and I want you to carve it into a me-sized hole.
Right, but
Hovel, we can process this. We can make it a metal. No. I just want the rock.
Yeah, well, I mean, I say it's symbolic because Hovel's ring is quite literally its description. Quite literally is Hovel takes on your burden. And
well, the problem is the armor itself isn't symbolic. The armor's flavor text mentions that it is highly resistant to fire and lightning, which are the two most common elements.
No. Like I said, no. The armor is absolutely useful, but it's also symbolic in that Hovel is basically taking on the weight of the world for his troops.
Miyazaki may not have meant it that way. Character,
that's fair.
Hovel definitely would not care about. Like, this is absolutely something that the fandom could say is feasible. I would even agree it's feasible. And in universe, like the armor was symbolic 1,000 years after Hovel's gone from this mortal coil.
Yeah, that's fair. It didn't stop the ring from lifting your burdens, though, through sheer symbology.
No, it did not. No, the very clear wording of like the implication that Hovel is always wearing restraints. God help you if he takes the ring off. Don't forget that was a scene that we wanted to do in the jump chain of like, all right, Valkyrie did her part, Hovel will do his part, and he takes off the ring. It's like, uh-oh.
The Ring of Burdens. What does this ring do? Oh, well, I symbolically carry the weight of all of the people underneath me. What do you mean symbolically? As in, like, metaphorically? No, literally, I use symbolism to carry the weight that burdens all of my subordinates.
I carry approximately 40% of whatever they're carrying at any given time, including their own body weight. Huh?
Oof. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah, considering the fact that all of his subordinates also wore his armor.
Yeah, heavy implications that yes, they also wore armor like him because they wanted to be like Hobble, because Hobble's so fucking cool.
Yeah, Hovel
I'm
just
sorry.
casually out here being like the fucking Super Saiyan.
I'm sorry. Right now, I'm just imagining there's a threat to the entire universe, and Hovel gets a god to send out the call to all followers of Hovel. The time has come. Remove the rings.
Also,
And then it's
Actually,
like Rock Lee. It's
that-
like it's the most terrifying version of Rock Lee taking off the leg weights.
yeah, no, literally, that's what we were aiming for. And it
Yeah.
gets even better because Hovel in canon is literally no one special. He is a no name with no powers.
the most special thing about Hobble that we know of is that it is
Gwyn
heavily
kinda
implied
liked him.
through flavor text that he was friends with Gwen.
Yeah.
We don't know in what capacity. I've always taken to me like they were friends before Gwen became big god dude. But like he was personal friends with Gwen.
He was
Enough
personal
that
friends
he
with
had
Gwyn
his
and
own
had his
area.
own personal army underneath him.
Yeah. Well, and he also just straight up had his own property in Anne Orlando.
Oh yeah, that too.
Because he also had a secret room in
He had a secret
in
room.
Anne Orlando's cathedral.
With the funniest shit ever. What's this? This is a club. Okay? It kills gods. What? It's a god killing club. Why do you have
Why do you
a god
why do you
killing
have that,
club
buddy?
hidden in a secret room? In case I need to club gods? Why a club?
Let's not forget
I like
that
clubs.
due to the world storytelling, we find a dragon great bow and binoculars pointed at Seeth's
Yeah.
fucking stronghold, and the implication is that how come Seeth is never up top anymore? Oh, he saw Hobble scoping him out one day and said, "Nah,
Yeah,
I got
Hovel
that."
just casually camping Haseeb. Oh
He's like,
yeah,
"Nah,
yeah, he was a
I've
basic bitch
I've seen what he
human.
does. I ain't about this."
Yeah, Hovel was a basic bitch human who hated magic from Seeth so much he created a barrier out of prayer that would cancel magic out.
Yes.
Then he decided it wasn't good enough and made an even stronger version.
Yeah. Which, again, keep in mind that literally these barriers of faith are made out of basically you symbolically invoking shit. His sheer hatred is enough to base the barrier on.
Yeah, I always love
Also,
the idea
remember-
that like Ornstein was known as the Dragon Slayer, and yet Hobble just ran around after ripping a dragon tooth out of one's mouth.
Hovel casually beating a dragon to death with its own tooth.
Like,
Hovel, do you
I
need
don't know
help?
why.
Nope. Kills dragon. Kills immortal dragon with its own tooth. What?
I don't know why. I just love the idea that like Hobble was the one who was one of the strongest in the army, and he was just never talked about because it's like, nah, next mission.
Well, I mean,
Later.
also at the same time, it would be very like bad for PR for the gods that this like literal nobody with no powers whatsoever just pumped iron until he was able to beat a fucking immortal dragon to death.
I mean, I would argue that that's a real good thing for them.
No,
Do
no,
you
it's-
want to
no,
be
no.
a cool dragon
Well,
slayer?
no,
I mean, yes.
the problem is it's terrible PR because they're supposed to be gods and only the gods can kill the dragons. Except, actually,
Yeah,
Hobble
don't forget
did.
the four knights were all unique in that Artorias was a primeval human.
Yeah.
There was
Oh yeah, Havel wasn't even a
Ciaran-
primeval human. He was just a human.
Yeah.
He was the weaker
Ciaran-
variant.
Yeah, Ciaran was like just short of being a pygmy. There was Hawkeye the giant,
Yeah.
and Ornstein. I still don't know what his special thing was aside from he had the powers of a demigod, but I don't think he was ever called the demigod because our fight between Orange and Smo showed like, oh, these two have something weird going on with them that sets them apart from normal humans. Meanwhile, again, Hobble is just a normal fucking person. Also, the implication that the gods discovered he was like, I have a backup plan in case you betray humanity, may have also led to them erasing all of his deeds.
That's
But
true as
not his
well.
name, just his deeds.
Yeah.
He didn't lose the annals of history like the Nameless Son.
I kind of do want to
To
see.
be fair, all Hobble did was plan to betray them and kill them. He didn't become a dragon fucker.
I do kind of
No,
want
no,
to see.
he didn't plan to betray them. It was a contingency in case they betrayed
was Batman.
humanity. There's a distinct
Okay,
line
that's
there
fair. That's very
that
fair.
they absolutely would
However-
not be able to discern.
I would like to see Hovel meets Goblin Slayer or Hovel meets Doomslayer, simply because it's Hovel, and Hovel has in fact earned his own Doomslayer music.
Hobble is the slowest moving Doom man
There
out of
is
them, and
no
no
amount
less
of damage you
terrified
can
for
do
it.
to this man. There is no amount of weight you can press upon him. There is no amount of effort that you can exert that will stop his slow march to your death.
It's like, what's the difference between Goblin Slayer, Doom Slayer, and Hobble? Well, the other two you've gotten to see bleed. With Hobble, you don't know if he bleeds under that rock.
Oh, I was gonna say the speed at which they approach you.
Oh, there's that too.
Oh
But,
god. Fucking
honestly,
Monk
even in the
Hobble
tower,
was the funniest shit ever. I'm gonna backflip over you, leaves world.
Right.
Right, that's enough.
Yeah. that was one of the best invasions we had. These just like, all right, go Max, start backflipping towards them in full Hobble armor. It's like, uh-oh. Nope, 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 nope. Don't want this.
Yeah, I'm out. Wow, that's a whole lot of fuck this.
That's a whole lot of not today.
Because if I remember correctly, this was before the New Game Plus playthrough where you
Yeah,
just made me shove a whole bunch of souls
yeah,
down Snake Boy's throat,
yeah.
and I had naturally maxed out stamina at 99.
And then we made the Omake joke of, wow, his bar just keeps going.
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you looking at?
Yeah, Hovel meets Goblin
Oh,
Slayer.
yeah.
The Tooth Club is not good in the cave. Swings Club. What do you mean?
No, what cave?
First invasion was Giant
Here.
Dad. That's funny.
Oh, I'm so sorry, man. That's rough. That means you got one of the tryhards.
My very first invasion when I was playing Dark Soul was some motherfucker running around with the
Is it the Chaos Sword?
yeah, it was the maxed out Chaos Sword with 99 humanity, and they were naked.
Yeah.
Those fucks.
Yeah.
See, that's why
How do you
playing
have
with
fun in Dark
Max.
Souls? I ruin other people's experiences.
Yeah. See, that's why Max and I had so much fun, because my build was so fucking squishy, and he was so fucking tanky, that people would invade and just be like, this sucks. I hate it here.
Yeah.
Again,
Honestly,
I think my favorite is the
we-
one who said your
we-
boyfriend makes a great shield.
Yeah.
No, Sneaky said it made a great shield.
No.
The other
He
person was
said,
significantly
stop
ruder.
hiding behind your boyfriend. And I replied with, but he makes such a great shield, though. And then he replied with, that's true.
The only reason Sneaky died was because he's like, oh, I'm going to come out and stand behind Max on the sledge. Like, Sneaky, what have you done?
I rolled.
Because the invader... No, you didn't roll. The invader swatted
No,
at me with a two-handed heavy weapon, and the force pushed me back, which
And then pushed
you
me off.
the
Right?
ledge.
Yeah.
You rolling off was a different invasion. I think that was
Several
probably one of the
times.
worst invasions.
Yeah.
That was you say. That sounds like there were several of those invasions, my friends.
I remember hoping to
Yeah.
beat Quaylag before my parents walked in. That was another funny scene we had. I'm gonna be honest, I still like that
No,
scene.
honestly,
Did you really just
Quaylag-
try to set me on fire? Yes? I
Here's the thing,
puke
Quelaag
lava.
wasn't that bad. Quelaag was not that bad. After the cutscene ended.
Yeah.
I want to be clear.
Yeah.
After
Yeah,
the
it was
cutscene
really only
ended.
the cutscene.
I played Elden Ring as single player. Once I got the Nihil staff, I invaded for a bit. I felt bad afterwards. Fair enough. But yeah,
Elden Ring is one of the first games where I was just like, I have absolutely zero desire to do any. Like, I remember in a couple of the games, I was like, we'll do a bit of invading. We'll see how it goes.
yeah, no desire to invade.
The only time I went out of my way to do that was I wanted to test out the Dark Hand against the human player. Got my ass handed to me because not good at being Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 2, I actually dug the PvP. Like for like 3 weeks, I was consistently in and out of the arena with Bone Fists and the Laser Dagger because those were fun weapons. Dark Souls 2 PvP was actually legitimately really fun because we went from Dark Souls 1 of forward, back, left, right dodge rolls to omnidirectional dodge rolls, which changed a lot of how those interactions went.
It didn't change the fucking warping backstabs.
No, it did.
Okay.
Because Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 2 backstab animation was you had to land an elbow to the back of your opponent, and they could easily dodge out of that. Remember, that was a big complaint. Was like you ruined the backstab system. Dark Souls was like, okay, we've gone back to the old animation, great, and we've also included frames for you to potentially dodge, so you don't get lag backstabbed. Awesome, good compromise. This was a good one.
Anyway, group chat. This got me confused. I then learned he told a lot of my friends that I was evil. And I lost many people I loved. This hurt me as I had done nothing. You did nothing except date some fucking cracked-ass Minecraft VTuber who the only reason why he was dating you, in his own words, was you have tits.
Also, if he told a lot of your friends you were being malicious and you lost those people, either A, they weren't your friends, or B, you actually are malicious and this was your wake-up sign.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was going to say, is either
Like,
A, they weren't ever your friends in the first place, or B, your behavior was in such a manner that someone coming up and saying, hey, you know, they touch kids, and then you going, oh. You know, a lot of the stuff they said makes sense now.
Yeah.
That is Heinrich von Child Toucher.
I don't like how much sense that makes. That's uncomfortable.
Yeah. So, either way, this is why I don't really get invested in online relationships at all. Not even romantic ones, just friendship ones. Until, like, you know, unless I do something like on the SDM, where I've been there for 7 years now. And I have a general feel for majority of the people there. Consistent, you know, in terms of their behaviors. So either they're the best fucking actors in existence, or that's actually just how they act online.
Yeah. Well, it's like you know, same thing. Like I wasn't invested in for probably the first like 6 months of knowing Max. Max and I weren't friends. We were guys who hung out with Sneaky at the same time.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I don't know when it transitioned to like an actual friendship. It didn't take very long. But you know, there was a point where yes, it went from okay, even if I were to stop hanging out with Sneaky entirely, I'd still want to hang out with Max.
Oh no.
What?
So Cover Corps announced they were opening up a United States facility and a United States branch. Like I said, they should do forever. They're opening in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's gonna be
Well,
filled
with that depressing news,
with
I'm
a
gonna go
bunch
eat
of
dinner.
fucking Wokoids. It's gonna fucking ruin cover.
No, it's just gonna ruin the Halloween branches.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Look,
let them fail.
if the Japs want to be racist, I can be racist back.
Oh boy.
I explained to the admin I didn't care about the server, and even removed the chance of seeing it on my Twitter timeline, so I wouldn't have to think about it. This made me start thinking about the stalking I was... This made you think about the stalking?
Oh my god!
You know, this guy was stalking me for a while, but it wasn't until he started spreading malicious rumors about me that I got concerned about all the stalking he did of me.
Maybe there's something wrong with this man, she says, after several red flags have come and gone.
Not just several red flags, Max. Like it was the whole fucking communist parade. Right past.
The man marched through Red Square.
It was. She watched a communist parade march through Red Square on Red Day. It wasn't just a small collection of red flags. She could open a fucking gift shop with how many she has.
Oh, well, Atin finally went to go get dinner.
I asked a few people what I should do, as I no longer felt comfortable with him stalking me. Now? Around my friends and having a platform, not to mention the fact that the SMPU is a copy of the QSMPU and Dream's idea of an SMP. They advised me to speak up about it, and that it was totally an abusive relationship. It wasn't really an abusive relationship, let's be clear here. There wasn't ever a relationship in the first place. He wanted you for your tits, you were delusional. That's all there was to it. That's it.
Now, hang on. He was kind of being abusive towards her, but yeah, she's fucking delusional.
Right, but it wasn't like my boyfriend beats me sort of abusive relationship.
No, it's emotional and mental abuse.
It was I'm dumb and don't understand social interactions and didn't realize that this person was trying to take advantage of me this entire time.
Yes.
Turns out the mask was stalking the whole time. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like... I don't want this to be labeled an abusive relationship, because she was stupid and delusional and ignored so many red flags that are blatantly obvious. And it's not even like retroactively obvious of like, you know, looking back on it, that was a red flag. It's like the dude straight up tells you that your only purpose in his sphere is to have tits and extol the virtues of his stream.
Oof.
He was pretty clear. If what you are saying is true, if what she is saying is true, and that's what he would talk about all the time with her, about how she has tits and she should be promoting his stream, that's not a relationship. That is you being stupid, getting scammed. That's like saying a scammer is in an abusive relationship with their scammy.
I mean, yeah.
Technically true, colloquially not how it's viewed.
Right.
And the fact that she didn't pick up that what he was doing might be a bad thing until she started losing friends over it, aka losing the groupthink positivity loop over it, just cues me in that this person is utterly delusional. They don't know how relationships work, not even slightly. Not even like a parody of a relationship. This was clearly a one-sided delusion the entire time. And you know, as Max said really early on, this was objectification since base one. She got onto the admin team. That was Atin. She look, I'm.
I mean, he mentioned it being objectification, but like, she got on the admin team and.
Look, I got a fourth of rum left. Okay, this was a new bottle. I'm a little drunk. Forgive me. But anyway, she got on the admin team near immediately.
Yep.
And then even when she couldn't show up to do the lore drop, she got on the admin team again near immediately, despite not submitting as an admin this time. And then, in her own words, within like weeks of knowing this guy, he asked her out online despite never having seen him in person, and she agreed. And then every time they talked together, he would talk about how she's a girl and how she's going to be great for his views. If she is telling the truth, she is delusional, and he's a scammer. And that's all there is to it. To be fair, most people her age don't know how relationships work. Yeah, okay, look, I mean, it's just... What is she?
You can remove the words her age from that statement.
She, they, theirs. That's not how pronouns work, whatever. Am I gonna regret clicking on their Instagram? Probably. Oh, they're an early 20-something. Yeah, they have no fucking idea how this shit works. I would say maybe even pre-20. Maybe.
So, a Zoomer.
Yeah, they literally dressed up as a clown.
Oh, God.
So yeah, 100% a Zoomer. They don't know how reality functions at all. They are disconnected from reality. They are in their own little delusional world of delusion. This is why I fucking was like talking about this. This is just basically just fucking fan fiction. Because it is blatantly clear that this person is in her own little world of events. So even if she's telling the truth, it just makes her look worse. It doesn't make him look worse. It makes her look worse. It's like
Her judgment is not sound.
Yeah, it's like that. You guys have traveled a bit, right? You guys have ever seen the watch stealer?
Why does that sound familiar? That's a scam in New Orleans.
It's a street magic trick where they go like, "Hey ho, you know, hey, look over here, hey ho, boom, I have your watch." And then they give it back to you, and then they're like, "Oh, I've taken your wallet!" Oh, and then you all laugh, and they give your wallet back to you, and then they actually pocket your watch while they're giving your wallet back to you.
Okay then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's all about sleight of hand and distraction, and
that's how somebody gets shot.
the very least, how you get a beat down in the streets.
Yeah.
Yes, but typically what you do is you go to tourist spots and do this because the tourists are unarmed.
Not in New Orleans.
Well,
The tourists are unarmed, he says to two Southerners.
Right?
usually unarmed.
If I'm touring anywhere around here, hell no, I'm packing. I probably got more heat than the locals.
Right,
I
but you
might
wouldn't be
not have a
touring
gun, but I
Louisiana,
will.
really. I wouldn't
So,
consider you a
yeah.
tourist if you're touring Louisiana. I would
I don't
consider
live
you a
in New Orleans, so that's touring.
He would. I guess we could say that would be like a local tourist. as weird
Yeah,
as that
lo-
sounds.
but I'm separating local tourist from like someone from New York coming down to New Orleans for Mardi Gras.
Like if I go over to Texas, I'm still taking my shit. If I go to Dallas, Houston, anywhere like that, no, we
Yeah,
ain't playing
but
the games.
again, that's because Dallas has that's because Texas in general has reciprocal gun law.
Basically, most of the South does.
Yeah, basically most of South. Turns out that South is only 25% of the U.S.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, but my
You could
point
stand to do with more of us.
is that New Orleans is a tourist zone outside of Louisiana,
Yes.
and a lot of people aren't going to be able to travel. A lot of people aren't even driving in the first place, so they can't bring their gun with them. B, even if they had a gun, they wouldn't think to bring it with them because, safe. C, yeah, I know. Look, there's a reason why I fucking carried a 7-inch knife on me at all times. You know, it's these tourist areas are targets for a reason regardless.
It's them just running the odds at that point.
Yeah,
and
well, it's not
usually,
just the odds. It's if you are good
successful.
enough to scam people like that, you're usually pretty good at picking out who you can scam.
Yeah, that too.
But anyway, like this fucking dude definitely fucking nailed this target on this bitch.
Jesus.
Anyway, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Not to mention the lack of at the end of all this, so he's a stalker, he's a scam artist, he's abusive. Final part of the tweet. Also, by the way, he doesn't support Palestine. So it's not about Palestine. You broke up with him for all these other reasons, but you just had to fucking slide Palestine in there, didn't you?
I think it's odd that that was the straw that broke the camel's back for some reason.
She needed the virtue signal.
The virtue signal awakened her. It was a flare going off in dark forest.
Like the bat signal.
He did not participate in any of the anti-Israeli strikes, and when I brought up to him that he should, he ignored it. Right. So the conversation, in your own words, went like this. You shouldn't buy stuff from this company because they don't support Palestine. Looks at message, puts on read, exits message. So it's not even that he said. So it's not even that he said, like, Israel was right. It's not even that he said Palestine was wrong. It's that he didn't say anything.
Okay, but remind me again, didn't we recently pass actual laws in the United States, no less, that say that if you boycott Israel, you're an anti-Semite?
South Dakota.
Yeah, somewhere in the United States did. I'm pretty sure they tried to get that through, like, Supreme Court or some shit at some point.
I wouldn't be
It didn't
surprised.
pass.
Possum of the lake, what's your
But-
wisdom? You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs as a cooking tip, not life advice. Real. True.
Just imagine how many things we could have avoided in human history if people hadn't taken that as life advice.
But it works so well.
You say that, but I feel like if the response to pop culture greedy capitalists had been to punch them in the face when they said that, we'd have a lot less issues.
Yeah, but those are the people with the power, and if you do that, they sick the police on you.
True. Conversely, if they hadn't been allowed to get that power in the first place by punching them before they got it because they were spouting that shit from day one.
Well,
A lot of
conversely,
them hit it.
alternatively,
Are you going
shooting
for
the
the new
police that
Constitution?
enforce unethical laws is not unethical.
Actually, they have ruled in favor of that in several places here recently. That if the police officer is carrying out, if they're what's the term?
I'm pretty sure there's an amendment in the Constitution about that.
Yeah, the second.
Yeah.
No, if they're
No, like it's about.
doing an unlawful.
No, I don't think it's an amendment. It's somewhere in the founding documents about soldiers not required to carry out unlawful orders.
Well, these aren't soldiers; these are peace officers, technically.
I don't care for semantics. You're a person with a gun enforcing the will of a local government. You're a soldier.
Technically, yes, I agree, but they don't agree. But so, either way, they have ruled that if police are trying to do something that is unlawful, then yes, you can in fact defend yourself legally from them. But they have friends who also have guns, and if you do this, they will call more of them.
Yeah, well, that too, assuming you even make it to the fucking courthouse to argue your case
yes.
after you become a cop killer.
Yeah, that generally doesn't happen.
Hey, look, I fully support the issues that ICE has when enforcing the border. There was plenty of cases I saw where it's like, oh yeah, this guy killed 3 cops. What's he in for? He's in for 12 murders. Alright. What happened to him? Well, he was unfortunately be able to take it in non-lethally, and they had to gun him down. Oh, that's a shame. Yep.
Yeah, the thing is, though, generally in these situations, if you can push back the first or second officer, or if you take one of them down, they pull back, at which point you can, in fact, surrender non-lethally and live, as they've had multiple times.
Now you can with all the
these
body fucking
raids.
all the body camera footage.
Oh
these
yeah,
days,
especially with the body cam footage.
But I mean, even with body camera footage, they put that one guy under siege, and it just took 300 people from the surrounding communities surrounding them with their guns and saying, "Get the fuck out of here," for the police to leave.
Sure.
That was a funny time.
That needs to happen
Did you hear
more.
about that?
Was it Bundy?
No.
The Bundy
So
Ranch?
no. So up in New York, New York's got a law against extended magazines, which is a magazine with more than 10
God.
bullets in it. Except the thing is that this dude was a retired Marine. So he had a lot of 30-round mags.
Yep.
And one of his neighbors hated him. And so they reported him to the police for having 30-round mags. And the police showed up and said, "Hey, give us your guns." And he said, "Fuck off and die," and closed the door. And then they tried to break in, and then he shot at them, and they retreated. and then he was holed up in the attic of his house, and they cut his internet and power, but he was able to use his phone to make a Instagram story getting his story out. And it caught wind on 4chan, and the K-board was mad. And
No shit.
and so like 300 some hunters and gun owners from the local area just showed up, and the police at this point, there was like, you know, dozens of police cars, like 2 APCs, SWAT was there. They showed up and surrounded the police cordon and told the police to leave or else.
And the police left.
The police left.
Did they come for the guy again later?
Nope.
I'm guessing.
Case got dropped.
Wow. Well, we need some more of that.
The police only have as much power as you give them. And if you start shooting cops that are not virtuous, then, you know, you'll have a lot less corrupt cops.
I don't advocate shooting police. I do
No, of
advocate
course not.
defending yourself against people who are trying to do illegal
I don't
things
generally
to you.
advocate shooting anyone. I'm just saying that you have a God-given right to defend yourself against any and all threats, whether that be foreign or domestic. And
that does include police carrying out orders that violate your rights.
Yes. Either way, so yeah, this person brings up about how their boyfriend, their ex-stalker boyfriend, is ambivalent about Palestine versus Israel. And how this is a bad thing.
It's 2 fucking desert piss holes half the world away. Why do you care?
I don't know, man. People are weird these days. Anyway, let's see. So she dumps a bunch of DMs. I would like to fix things with you. I don't know if it's a good idea for us to talk again. I still care about you, and I feel like staying in contact with you will just make it worse. I'm not saying we have to stay in contact with each other. I'm just saying we have a lot of mutual friends, and I don't want awkward situations. The best... This bitch said October 7th.
Yeah. What was October 7th?
I would have said yes, but after you said what you said on the stream, do you really think I'm going to even be nice to you? For someone said you need to understand I have feelings, you really don't seem to care about mine. Well, a recent study did come out showing that 5 times as many women are psychopaths as we thought, which is completely unsurprising to anyone that knows women.
We've just been judging them by male psychopath standards, which most women don't follow.
Yeah. It's weird that, you know, in a female-dominated field, that females investigated females and found them to not be psychopaths.
Ah, yes.
Crazy. I'm not gonna dig through your streams. I just found it crazy how you can go from the stream to saying, I'm sorry, Theo. For 2 weeks, all I was thinking about how it ended. Now I've been able to move on, and then you come back into my life. Good night, whatever. And then he texts her, Happy New Year. Oh, so it's not even okay, she made it sound like it was some fucking drunk hit-up text. He literally just texts her on New Year's, Happy New Year. And that's it.
Yeah, she can get fucked. What's up, Max?
I was saying the same thing. Is that it?
That's it. That's all he sends her. Happy New Year. Hey, can we bury the hatchet? I don't know. I don't know if I should bury the hatchet with you. I feel like being near you is going to be bad for my health. I want to bury the hatchet. Alright, fine. Whatever. Happy New Year. What does he mean by this? It means Happy New Year. You told him that you wanted a neutral relationship. Normal people wish well onto others that they don't even know. That's what the normal person does. Even if you've never seen the person before and you will never see them again, you end conversations with them saying, have a good one, have a good day, be well, take care, general other pleasantries of wishing well on that person. And it doesn't matter that you'll never see them again. And that's actually kind of the point. Why you would wish well on them. I'm never going to see you around again. Hope you have a good life. Bye. It's like the concept of not being a massive asshole is utterly foreign to people. And this is me saying it. Which means you fucked up.
Well, that's because it literally is foreign to a lot of these people, Sneaky. Again, female psychopathy.
Well, it's not just females, it's like fucking Zoomers and Alpha just in general. And millennials, to be fair.
Sure. Well, I grew up in a world where you tried to be decent to everybody. It was, the golden rule, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Treat others with respect, and you'll be treated with respect. Well, these people grew up more and more of a dog-eat-dog environment. So, yeah.
It's like that one guy from Niji who got weirded out by white people saying hello to him. Yeah, exactly.
What?
Yeah, so this is this guy from Niji he's like Asian or some shit, and like this old white couple passed him by and waved him hello and goodbye.
Oh, that guy who said they should shut up and keep to themselves.
Yeah.
The weirdo racist Asian.
Yeah. And like normal people don't generally wish ill upon other people. And it's not even because of like golden rule shit. It's just generally just this social contract. It's a basic social contract of I hope everyone else around me holds the same values I do so I can feel safe around everyone else.
Yeah, I think they've realized that no one does, and they don't feel safe.
Well,
That's why they're
no
looking
one
out for
does now.
themselves.
Did for a long time.
It's like that story of the guy who was walking by people's houses.
Icelandic is a great example. Icelandic is a good example. Ireland, pre-immigration, is a great example. A lot of these Norway, pre-immigration, Sweden, pre-immigration, all great
These
examples.
Places seem to have some things in common. Sneaky, are you trying to say something?
Japan, pre-immigration.
But isn't diversity our strength? Don't we need immigration?
I mean, you definitely do need immigration.
Enriched by other cultures?
No, you definitely do need immigration if, you promote anti-family values that destroy the ability for people to have meaningful relationships and form families and create children to raise up the next generation on their backs. But
maybe don't fucking do that.
Yeah, but the short path of power is all that matters.
Yes, I forgot.
Yes.
Fuck the future. We're in for power now.
Yes. Who cares about the fig tree producing figs in 20 years? I want wood now. A church in my area just held a benefit dinner for a bunch of people because the chip factory burned down. Yeah. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. There's good people out there still. Generally, older crowds. There's good people doing good things out there. I'm not saying like, oh, world is bad, world is shit. I'm just saying the generation that we cover on this podcast is dog shit. And I think you can see that in a lot of the fan fictions they write. You can see that in these fictional relationships they craft with other people. Like this, like I don't know how else to describe this relationship we've covered on stream so far, aside from fucking fictional. It is, one side is clearly just deluded. They are in their own little universe, not even their own world. They're in their own little fucking universe with their own little laws to the universe. They are so divorced from reality that reality hurts them.
That's your average leftist, yes.
It's your average fucking millennial.
Fair.
It's not even just about, it's not even a political line. It's a generational divide of people who have become so divorced from labor, divorced from hard times, divorced from the reality of life and biology itself, that they have to invent burdens for them to carry. Because
Ah, yes, bio-truths.
yeah, but I don't even mean that. I don't mean bio-truths or whatever. It's just like, I'm just talking about, like, they're ugly. Right? Like, they got the shit stick on genetics, and they came out ugly. Their teeth are weird, their ears are uneven, their face is misshapen, they got fucking, pimples, they have a nasally voice that makes them sound like they're 20 years younger than they actually are, and they're mentally undeveloped. And they just got the shit end of the stick for genetics. It's not even about men versus women. It's not even about the political debates of modern day. It's just they're fucking ugly. And they can't accept it.
Not all of them are.
No, I'm not saying all.
Most of them.
I'm not saying all. I'm just saying that these people have retreated beyond their own little world. They've retreated into a reality of their own making, into a fan fiction of reality, where things happen because of how they dictate they happen, regardless of how they actually do. Where relationships form in their own little Hallmark-esque script instead of for why they actually do. Where people interact in a certain fashion, and because they're stuck in their own little reality with their own little laws, they have this preconception about how everyone acts in every fucking relationship, whether that's acquaintances all the way up to romantic.
Well, there's also the new social contract, Sneaky. The whole, if I validate you, you'll validate me understanding that a lot of them have, which is why you get so many herd mentality people.
Oh, absolutely, and they all congregate in this little make-believe bubble of theirs where they all share equal...
It's an echo chamber.
Yeah, well, it's not just an echo chamber. You know, an echo chamber implies there's something to echo. There's nothing there. There's no thoughts. They only project. They're just a fucking projector of their own thoughts upon everyone else. They cannot comprehend the idea that other people don't view the world as they do, and so everything that everyone does ever is put through this extremely distorted, mutated, disgusting, slime-infested filter of theirs, where they can't comprehend someone being nice to them. Someone is nice to them, and they're like, oh, It's because I'm white, isn't it? They were only nice to me because I was white. It's like, no. They were nice to you because it's their job. They were nice to you because they're not a piece of shit.
Because it made them feel good to try and make you feel good.
They were nice to you because they're just a nice person. But they can't have that because the existence of nice people is counter-revolutionary to their precious slime filter worldview. And the reason why I wanted to cover this in the first place is because this is the root of evil. This is what generates the fan fiction we see on this podcast. These kind of diseased minds are the fan fiction writers of today. They have distorted views on the characters. They have distorted views on how people interact. They don't understand what a real relationship is, and everything has to fit inside their distorted framework. And if it doesn't, they make it. This is the kind of person that writes Natsuki Subaru. Real. True.
Who's that?
I believe that's the RE0 guy. Yeah. The RE0 guy.
What's wrong with him?
That series is just kind of fucked up in general.
Well, I mean, yes, it's meant to be. It's a time loop story about all the bad things happening and having to try and thread the needle and find the one good end. It's meant to be bad.
It's not just
Let me
find.
rephrase that. It's meant to be horrible.
It's not just find the one good end. It's find the end that he views as good.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. But it is distorted.
A little.
A lot. Anyway, so she leaks more of Theo's DMs. You've been doing a lot of things that are not okay when you are in a relationship of romantic variety with someone else. Like giving other men flowers and cuddling under covers with them. I love you, but these things make me incredibly uncomfortable. And the flowers even made the other guy uncomfortable. Please remember, I'm telling you this out of love. I want to be open with you. Subaru is like the girl
he's
here
not
writing
wrong.
entire fan fiction chronicles about relationships with peoples he barely even exists. Yeah, see that is the other kind of twisted, fucked up sort of thing going on. It was Subaru is that he, through all of these time loops, gets to know these people, except they don't know him.
Because of the loops, yeah.
Yeah. And so he's got like this like fucking funhouse mirror about how each person is. Because he's spent time with them and they've changed as a result of that, and then he takes this information as like this is who they are. And then applies that to them as if they are always going to act like that. Even when the fact that they acted like that was because they knew him in the way they knew him. Naofumi is kind of grounded. Other heroes in the stories are 100% this. Like, Naofumi has girls throwing themselves on him, and he says no. Yeah. Well, to be fair, one of the reasons
That's because of
Naofumi...
bitch.
Yeah, one of the reasons why Naofumi says no is specifically because of bitch, but it is also because he recognizes that he is in a world he doesn't know anymore. Because of bitch. Let's be clear here. He is in a world he doesn't know, he doesn't understand, and he doesn't trust the people in this world because he realizes that the social contract that he signed is not with these people.
And then once, he kind of starts getting over that, it's Raftalia is the one he wants. That's it. He's not interested in anybody else.
Also because Raftalia is the one he can trust. Because she had the slave crest.
His trust.
Yeah. Well, not only just that, she had the slave crest for a very, very, very long time.
Which is how she earned his trust.
Yes.
She volunteered to put it back on.
Yeah. And because he can't trust anything anyone in that world says. Simply because he is not part of that world. He is a foreigner in that world. I'm sorry, I didn't know, and of course I'll stop doing those things with other people. Thank you for understanding. I realize this is out of blue, but it was too much to ignore. Please remember, I love you, and if you ever want to talk with me, I'll talk with you about it. Okay? Alright, so I mean, again, this is every fan fiction we've ever fucking read, where the author's like, here's this evil person doing evil things, they're so evil, and it's like this, the person they depict is this very rational, calm individual who is logically explaining his moves.
Yes. These are the bad guys. What do you mean they're the bad guys? They're fighting for... No. Can't you tell? They're all wearing uniforms and they've got guns and they're the bad guys.
Oh my god, Jesus.
You're supposed to hate
the girl goes on to say, I don't really understand what's the problem here. Physical touch is my love language, and I hug all of my friends. I can compromise with you and not cuddle with them.
Jesus, woman! Are you retarded?
But you have to understand that I get physically sick if I don't hug people enough. Also,
oh, you needy.
My best male friend said he wasn't uncomfortable cuddling with me and getting flowers from me.
Oh, yes, of course.
So much for not mentioning other people's names, by the way.
Yeah, oh, yes. So much for not...
That should have been blacked out. Like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. Also, it's just like... I'm sorry, lady. You're delusional. He ain't your friend. He's there for the rebound.
That dude is trying to get in your pants.
That dude is trying to get in your... Yeah, it's like, I mean, like, calm the fuck up. So the one of the reasons why I'm so pissed about this, right? I have an older sister. Stepsister, but older sister. I made a joke back in my senior year, before she came out as gay. Because one night, I came downstairs to the basement, where my room was, and saw her, under the covers, cuddling with another guy, watching a romantic movie, on the couch. And I walked past them, and I said, "What's up, boyfriend number 43?
Woo!
Because my stepsister, up until this point, did not comprehend that inviting a guy over alone to your house to spend several hours with him alone in your house, under the covers, on the couch, watching romance movies together, is not hanging out.
Nope, them's boyfriend materials.
It's not. I think At and I are very clear in, like, you guys are being controlling earlier. This is one of those, like, no, this is actually a problem.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of shit I was talking about.
She was
Oh,
she was complaining
throwing
one
it all
night.
under the same thing is the problem.
Yeah.
I kind of am, because that sort of thing leads to the possibility of suspecting this, which is why you don't allow for there to be a possibility. That's like, if I'm dating a woman, I'm not going out and hanging out with my female friends in the same way.
Then
Concern.
you shouldn't be in that relationship if you can't.
Well,
if
no,
you
no,
feel
no,
that
no.
there's no basis
Concern
for
will
it.
That's
destroy.
anything
No,
of her that I wouldn't give.
concern and the implication are just as lethal to a relationship as actually happening. It doesn't matter if you've never slept with them. It's he's alone with another girl his age, and or he's alone or she's alone with another guy her age, and then each side will conjure shit. She's hotter. He's bulkier. You know, he has more money. She's, got bigger boobs than me. She's got better hair than me. He's got a better car than me. Each side is going to have inbuilt insecurities about their life, and they are going to project them on this mythical other person that they've never met or seen. And even if they have met or seen, that sometimes makes it worse, because they're like, do I really know this guy? He's out with my girl. He knows I'm with her. Is he trying to get with her? How much of what he said is real? Has our whole friendship been a lie? That's the kinds of thoughts that people have in relationships because they have their own insecurities.
Yep. So, all right, when you flip the script, right, and it's the girl telling the guy, hey, don't go hanging out with your female friends. I don't trust them, yada, yada, yada. And then he goes and does it. And he says, well, you're just being controlling. All right, that's gaslighting. That's relationship abuse. He's wrong for that, blah, 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 all this other bullshit. All right, the guy's the bad guy here when he does it. But when you flip it the other way, the guy's still the bad guy because he's being controlling. How the fuck does that work?
Yeah, that's the other problem with modern relationships.
It doesn't, because you're trying to make an analogy that doesn't make sense to
No.
me.
Okay, so what he's saying?
Okay, no, the problem is that you are explaining the double standard,
Yeah.
and I'm saying that it's still a problem. I don't care if the script is flipped. Whoever's saying you can't do this is the asshole for doing it without
but
probable
what
cause.
Sign is saying is that the
Paranoid,
socially
you shouldn't be in that
accepted
relationship.
narrative of this is that it's okay if the girl does it, but it's not okay if the guy does it. Okay, I'm just saying, right, but I'm just saying that's where the separation is occurring. You have a moral value, Sign is talking about the social value.
Okay. The problem is that I just don't agree with the controlling behavior at all. Like, if there's no probable cause for it, which there isn't, paranoia is not probable cause.
And that's where we're gonna disagree on that, because you see it every single day. You see videos of it. You see it on TikTok. You see it on YouTube, etc., and so forth. Both sides are doing this, and it's wrong. Admittedly, it's wrong on both sides.
Yeah.
But it is more likely and easier for the girl to have 100 damn different men she's fucking around on than it is for the guy to do the opposite. Okay? And again, I'm all for fair is fair. If I'm telling you, hey, look, I'm not comfortable with you going out and hanging with your male friends, I'm not going to be going out and hanging out with my female friends. Not alone, not going over to their houses, not going and doing intimate things with them. That's not something you do.
I just think there needs to be a separation. I think it's fine if it's like, oh, I'm going to go over to their house and I'm going to sit on one couch and she's going to sit on her favorite chair and we're going to play some sort of co-op game because we've been friends for 10 years. That's one thing.
Play online.
Right. Well, no, even in person, I'm like, all right, that's fine. Whatever. It's when it's like she's like leaning on him as they play co-op games together that I'm like, hey.
Oh no, she getting physical. That's nope. That's too close.
Yeah.
You are sending mixed messages,
Yeah, that's when I'm like, come on,
and she's
you know.
doing it on purpose. She's putting him on the shelf. That is how that works.
Yeah. Yep. And it's just like, so I also don't like this whole like, oh, you just have to accept my behavior because I'm just a very touchy person.
No,
Fuck
is
you,
the
dude.
here's the problem with that. I don't care if you're a touchy person. I care that you're trying. Cuddling is not something that occurs between friends.
Yeah,
No.
that just ain't something that
This
no
wasn't like I don't
platonic
like
friendship.
this wasn't a thing of like I don't like that you're hugging other guys. Like, well, fuck you. I'm a touchy person. That's how I show affection is with the hugs. No, this is I don't like that you're cuddling with other guys under bed sheets. It's like, well, I need hugs. Like that's not the same. That is actually not the same. There's a big difference between yes, I hug all my friends as a greeting versus oh yeah, we just cuddle in the bed as no.
No.
That's not a thing that friends
Yeah,
do.
no, it's just like I'm sorry. There is a massive mental disconnect going on there, where it's just like, no, it is one thing to be like, oh hey Theo, you run up and fucking hug him. That's one thing. If you're like, oh hey Theo, you run up and hug him and then rub your breasts on him and then kiss him in the mouth, and you're just like, why are you angry? I'm just a physical person. It's like, you mean slut?
That's not how that works.
But yeah, it's just like, and again, her releasing these DMs make Theo seem like a super reasonable individual. I am completely okay with you hugging friends. I hug my friends. It'd be weird if I didn't hug friends. I just think what you did was a little bit too far, and your replies really show it. I love you, but we have to work on this, and I hope that if you had an issue with anything I do, you would come to me all the same. And she goes, what do you mean my replies? Is this being posted on FFN? It fucking should be.
It really deserves to go there.
I literally had a woman tell me it's just sex. It's not like it matters. Yeah. Again, clear studies. This isn't me talking out of my drunk ass. We have had clear studies where men and women clearly, definably value and place value on completely different things at completely different levels.
She can completely mean, well, it's just sex, it's only physical, it may as well be masturbation, and not have any emotional attachment to it, whereas you're sitting here, bitch, you cheated. No, fuck off.
Yeah. Anyway, so Theo apparently sends a bunch of pictures to her about things that she said, or something someone else said, and she goes, this is someone I've never seen on their Twitter before. How is it my fault people are asking these things? So again, I think this is another major red flag against this person who's trying to, air quotes, expose Theo. She cuts out the context of those pictures.
Of course she does.
If she was truly innocent about whatever those people were asking, she would have posted it. But she knows that she's not. That's why she cuts them out. She's trying to craft a narrative here. Craft a narrative while posting the fucking raw DMs at the same time. Like, holy
Here's
shit.
raw DMs.
These are raw DMs that she has with her ex. And she just fucking posts them and thinks, oh yes, my narrative will absolutely hold up after people look at these DMs, where my ex-boyfriend is being completely reasonable and level-headed and calm.
Remember, emotions versus logic.
Yeah. Yes, this was my point. To the point that someone new or someone who doesn't know you will very much think that you're super intimate with this person at first glance. Even to me, who knows you, this still... Okay, so basically, I'm assuming from the context of Theo. Theo, bless your heart, I appreciate your explanations mid-DM. You do... You do the rest of us well, giving us the context here. So I'm assuming that these are Twitter posts about someone asking if you've broken up with Theo because you're posting a picture of you cuddling some other guy. And Theo's response is, are you fucking stupid? Some random person looks at this and thinks you're in a relationship with this guy of a romantic variety. How am I supposed to not look at that the same way? If someone who doesn't know you at all can look at this and go, are you in a romantic relationship with him? How am I not supposed to?
Well, because he's her boyfriend, so obviously he knows the truth that she's really with him, and he's supposed to just be okay with her cuddling other men.
And taking pictures of them cuddling together and posting them
Yeah.
publicly.
Oh, and sending them to him.
And sending them to him. Yeah.
It's almost like she wanted to make him jealous.
I'm sorry if you don't agree with everything I've said, but please look at it from any perspective but yours. I've looked at it from many perspectives. I've asked several other of my girlfriends about this, and they all told me that it's normal to cuddle with your friends.
No, it's not.
And they also told me you're just being possessive about this. You're being
Of course it is.
jealous. I try so hard to do everything for you. I even bought you a Christmas gift. You are dating him. A gift is expected. Even I know that.
Well, they're only dating. It's not like they're cuddling.
Right, my bad. They're only dating, not cuddling. I respond to your messages as fast as possible. What the fuck does that matter? Oh god.
Because that's actually a thing with women.
Oh my god.
There was this thing here recently where
I know the response time thing.
The response time thing. I need you to be more like Google Instant and instantly give me a response now.
I know. Yeah, he's thinking too long. He's probably asking his friends for answers. Yeah.
When she goes to ask her friends for all her answers and do her arguments for her.
Yeah, well, double standards, but...
She asks her, her OnlyFans for help.
This entire time, I thought Sneaky was reading a story from FFN.
Oh.
That's why I said this shit is basically fan fiction.
Listen, after last week where we were dealing with that ranting bestiality pedophile author,
person. Yeah.
I thought you were just reading from like the Minecraft section of someone making a fake story. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm like, this really on fanfiction.net?
Yeah, no, I will agree with that, Killian. I will agree with that. That is a deal breaker. It's not about, oh, I'm confident that she'll be loyal to me. If I'm in a relationship with someone, that's an exclusive relationship. It's me and you. We do things together that no one else gets. If you're posting pictures of your vagina on the internet for money, that's about as unexclusive as you get.
It kind of literally makes you a prostitute at that point.
I would say it's borderline, because prostitution usually involves sex. Because
if she's masturbating while doing it, which is what they're usually doing on OF, yeah.
I don't know, because stripper clubs get away with a lot and still are legal because it's technically not prostitution.
Strip clubs don't have women using toys on themselves. All right. There are different levels to OnlyFans. Yes, there's the ones where she's sending
Well, there's
cheesecake
different levels of
shots
strip
her.
clubs here. Let's be clear here as well.
Yeah, but most of these strip clubs are they're strip clubs. She takes off her clothes, she pole dances, she might kiss another girl on stage. That's about it. She's not making out with other people, she's not using toys on herself. Whereas with OnlyFans, that's what you're getting into after enough time is you're doing sexual content for other people to jerk it to. I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, absolutely they're jerking to. I mean, that's just like no shit. Like I said, I still think it's borderline. I think you are like you are tiptoeing on the line of prostitution at that point.
I'd say it really just depends on what exactly you're doing. You can be tiptoeing on the line if you're just putting up cheesecake shots, maybe the occasional boob shot. But the moment you start doing anything remotely actually sexual, nah, that's prostitution at that point.
No, like I said, I mean, I think unless it involves another physical person, it's still not.
I'm gonna have to make the argument for toys count again.
No. Well, to agree or disagree on that one. Baka Smurf has a good fic about Nikkei. Cool. I never go to strip clubs. It's really nothing special. It's really nothing special.
Yeah.
It's, oh wow.
You are not missing anything.
The woman's taking her clothes off. Cool.
Oh, look, she's shaking her boobas. They are the most worn down, depressed. You look at them and they just look soulless at that point.
I mean, it really
Women.
is. It's like I'm sorry. It's like, oh wow, titties. Oh wow.
Woo, yay,
Whoa.
tits. I could have seen this on the internet for cheaper.
Yeah.
If I wanted alcohol, I could buy it at the store.
Wait, Aura, what story is that? That Moth shared that I hated?
It was a Nike story of just like SIOC reincarnates as the main character of the Nike game.
Oh, the black guy who got on his soapbox about how the Nike characters are mistreated and how this is the equivalency of black slavery in 1619.
Wait, I do not remember him ever saying anything like that in the fic as far as story goes. If this was a comment, I did not see that.
Is that the
I
one
only
who
read the story
saying how much he's black?
No. The one saying how much he's black was the Worm story.
Oh, okay.
No, the one Moth share was just purely Nike of just like an SIOC going in there.
Yeah, no, the SIOC for the Nike story, he like mentioned he was black like twice, and then related the treatment of Nikes to black people like once.
I do not. If that was in there, I glossed right over that.
It was super early. It was like second chapter early. And it was only
was not
once.
even
Like, he didn't bring it up ever again, but he did soapbox quite a bit about the Nikes after that. And I just thought it was really like fucking. It's like.
Fair enough. I guess I also I ignored it and just moved on.
It's like this shit where it's like, you know, the fucking Japanese guy goes to generic fantasy world and is like, oh my god, slavery is here, this is evil, and then like spends the next 250 chapters trying to fight the slave trade.
And somehow always wins.
Well, not only does he always win, he always gains the affection of several slaves and keeps several slaves himself, still enslaved, of course, because of some convoluted reason of like, oh, well, they give me more XP when we're in a party together, or by them being slaves to me, that means they can't be enslaved by anyone else, or, you know, just some fucking ass pull of an excuse as to why slavery is bad, but them owning slaves is fine. And it's just so fucking boring. It's like, I know slavery is bad. I don't want to read about how you going on about how slavery is bad. I don't care. It's a world that doesn't exist. I don't care what happens in a world that doesn't exist.
Then you wouldn't be reading fanfiction if you didn't. It's more along the lines of, this is a fictional world, you shouldn't hold it to our standards.
No. I genuinely do not care what happens in a world that doesn't exist. I'm reading about those worlds for the story, for the environment, for the characters. But if slavery is occurring in that world, I don't care. I'm not going to sit there and be like, yeah, character, you fight that slavery. Because it's not fucking real.
Well, okay, let me rephrase. You can't help but feel some attachment and empathy for that character. Want them to do good, want them to succeed in their struggles. That is literally what you're reading the story for, is for those attachments. And if the character is fighting against slavery in this case, you want them to succeed, obviously.
Oh, no, 100%. No, absolutely. No, yeah. I'm there for the character. But that's my point, though, is I'm there for the character. I don't care about the world.
Right, yeah, that's fair. I mean, if that world has slavery, well, that's another world. That's like, I don't give a shit that Africa still has slavery, okay? Why would I care that another world has slavery?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I do not care if the world that is this fantasy world that your character is in, I don't care what's going on in that world unless it's relevant to the character and the story, and I only care so much about it insofar as it's relevant to the character and the story. If the story is about this character trying to start a new life in a new world, and they gain power and then they stumble upon the slavery ring, and they go, oh my god, I can't believe it. Slavery is still active here? That's right. We're in the medieval times. This is a barbaric practice. I have power. I need to stop it. I am there for the character. But what I'm not there for is I'm not seething in the fucking comment section being like, there's slavery. I hope the main character dismantles it. I
really don't
care.
like seeing a character tell me why slavery is bad. I mean, we fucking know it's bad, okay? We've been through this for centuries now.
Yeah.
Believe me, we know it's fucking bad. We don't need you to tell me why it's bad.
Just fight the slavery. Just fight the slavery. Free the slaves. Cause revolts. Topple nations. I don't care. This is your character arc. Go for it.
You got
but don't fucking monologue to me about why slavery bad. I know it's bad.
You got isekai to another world, and you saw that, oh my god, they have cute animal girls, and then immediately saw, oh my god, they've enslaved the cute animal girls. That's all I need for you to go off on a killing spree and start freeing slaves, okay? I'm sold. I'm good. You don't need to preach to me. I'm sold. Stop selling it.
So what I'm saying is that I don't care about soapboxing and moralizing, and what I care about is the story being consistent and avoiding plot holes. Yes. Yes. I care about a story being a good story, about invoking emotions in me, about making me care about the character and their struggles, about making me interested in what they're going to find around the corner. That's what I care about when I read a story. I don't open up a story and go, oh boy, I hope there's slavery in this story so the main character can topple it and tell me how slavery is bad. And replace slavery with literally anything else. It doesn't matter. Just replace slavery with literally anything else, and it doesn't matter.
Women's rights.
It's the same thing. I don't care. It's not a real world. Unless the character and the story revolving around it is relevant. I only care insofar as the relevancy to the character. It's just that still. Anyway, so she goes on to say, I try very hard, Theo. I'm sorry that it's not enough. You clearly aren't trying very hard. If your solution is to go to all of your dick-riding friends and say, is it weird for me to cuddle another guy as I'm dating someone? And all of your friends go, oh, it's totally normal to cuddle with other men as you date someone. You clearly do not understand what he is asking of you. Task failed. I'm sorry I can't be perfect for you. This is my first time in a relationship after a toxic ex fucked me over badly. Quite frankly, you are reminding me of her. I couldn't even talk to anyone else without offending her. I'm trying here, Theo. I really am. Theo, the Chad he is, responds with, there's so much in the message you just sent me that hurts. I don't think I can actually respond to you right now, so I'll see you in the morning. I hope you sleep well. If your intent was to make Theo look like the bad guy, you have failed. I'm sorry, but no, not task failed successfully, just task failed. Yeah, fanfic author spending 20 chapters about the main character freaking out about how murder bad. Yeah. I don't care. She just doesn't get it. She just does not understand. He is calmly laying out his issues. And she is that meme where she is looking at the issues and is totally missing what he is asking of her. If you truly cared about me, you wouldn't have gone straight to attacking me as a person when I brought up an issue. Which, again, he's not lying here. She did attack him over this. She said he was jealous and possessive of her cuddling another guy and giving him flowers, and then posting this publicly. He's right. Last week, we agreed that I need to be more open when I'm struggling with issues. And yesterday it was me trying to be more open. Now, Theo, this is where you failed. Women don't want you to be more open. They want you to tell them how it is without struggle. I genuinely thought I loved you. But I think it's just better if we go back to being friends. As I've said here for the past month, in every conversation we've had, I am here if you need to talk about anything. Fast forward time. A couple days later. I still care about you a lot. I want to try and repair things between us soonish. So this gets even better. So it wasn't even her idea to fix their relationship. It was his. She still took credit for it. Jesus Christ. I know we were joking about how there's more red flags
Jesus
than a
Christ.
fucking red parade, but
It seems like there were several red
good
flags
Lord.
being thrown by both parties.
yeah. I would love to fix things up with you, and I hate leaving things in bad places, but you have to understand, you really hurt me by breaking up with me. You have to understand, I don't care about your feelings, you hurt my feelings, and my feelings are the only thing that matters. There, I rephrased it for you, Amy. Theo, I'm not looking for an argument. What exactly did I say that hurt you? Throughout this entire back and forth, I have tried to be gentle and kind. You are correct, Theo, you did try. I don't think anything I said was out of the ordinary for a relationship. True. Sorry for how slow I was to respond, though. I was dealing with IRL stuff. You know what Amy immediately does? How many relationships have you had, really? Totally cedes ground to him being 100% correct about what just happened. Tries to move goalposts to, how many women have you dated, really? Holy shit, yeah, this is why I fucking broke up with Meeps. I've had one other relationship, but you do realize there's other people in my life, right? People who have been in more than one relationship. Setting boundaries is a normal thing. Yes, you're correct. Setting boundaries is a good thing, especially in long-distance relationships. Theo responds with, I'm sorry that you feel hurt by me, but you hurt me more. Which she goes...
Actually, his actual wording is super important. I'm sorry that I hurt you.
Yeah, that's fair. He's
Which
taking
is
responsibility,
way more
which
sincere
is...
than what she deserves.
Yeah.
Like, he's taking responsibility for what he perceives as his fault, instead of trying to foist it off.
And she... she goes, Theo, the things you said were wrong and not acceptable in a relationship. Asking me to not cuddle with my male best friend alone in my house is completely unacceptable and abusive. Is not what she actually said. I'm just doing some translator notes here. Because it's basically what she said. Because she goes on to
Not
say,
inaccurate.
yeah, she goes on to say, I genuinely thought I loved you. Is such a dog shit line. There are better ways to say things. Saying I truly cared and was attacking you is also wrong. I never attacked you. I only called you jealous and spiteful and petty. Okay.
I never attacked you. I only attacked you.
I didn't punch you. I only slapped you.
This is like the same energy of those women. It's like, what was that stupid meme of it's free or something? I don't pay money. Like it was trending on and off a while back. Like women just not understanding the concept of money.
Where if
Negative. It costs negative.
it costs negative money for me to buy things with coupons.
Because I was going to buy it anyway.
Yeah. So because she was
Look
gonna
how much
buy
money
the
I
thing
saved.
anyway, her getting it on sale is basically saving money.
It's like this bitch does not understand what saying those things to him
Is attacking him,
is
yes.
just yes.
Yeah.
It's like she does not comprehend that like describing someone like that is insulting. Like,
I was only correcting you.
Oh no. Oh no, we don't do that. You don't correct me. No. No.
And I was just telling you that you shouldn't do that in a relationship. I apologized many times to you, and I shouldn't have. No, you.
Is that her?
Yeah, no, this is her. This is all her. This entire rant I'm about to go on is all her. I apologized many times when I shouldn't have. It's fine and perfect that you try to talk about your feelings, but you talked about your feelings wrong because you're a jealous, spiteful little bitch. Blaming everything on me and saying that I was the one that made a mistake when all I did was cuddle with my best friend in a bed. I've asked many people and they said there was nothing wrong with me cuddling with him.
If you're dating him.
Even better. She cuts off a huge chunk of what she said to him.
Of course.
And then posts the next picture.
oh. So she knows she did something. She said shit that's gonna make her look bad.
There is something in that DM that made her look bad in retroactive realization. And she cut it off and didn't post it.
I want to see if this guy's got the same docs and drops them.
Blaming everything on me and saying that I made a mistake. What I did was normal, Theo. I know you didn't mean to come off this way, but it's very manipulative and controlling to tell me not to cuddle with other men.
That's fucking crazy. This bitch is making me hate her more and more because she's victimizing herself to avoid any blame.
And
I hate that shit.
You're exaggerating that,
And
right?
then-
She's not.
No, she said this. She said all this.
Oh god.
And
Yeah, I
then
figured
you
much.
kicked me from the Minecraft server? That's just being childish. No, I did the same shit with Meeps. I cut her out a bunch of stuff. I fucking let her stay in the group. Shouldn't have. Oh no, he dropped a response.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh boy. It's a Google Doc. Let's go. Oh, no.
Another one. Oh no.
Google Doc here.
He's got
These
a
streams have
fucking.
just been a gold mine of just what the fuck. Oh Jesus Christ.
Holy shit. Okay, let's go.
A fucking Google Doc.
No way. Ain't no way.
It is 10:20, by the way.
This is the best
That's
fan
fine.
fiction we've had in weeks, Max.
Sadly, he's not wrong.
Fucking hell.
Oh boy, here it goes. Here
I
it
just want to
comes.
strangle this bitch.
Here it comes. You guys ready for this?
Yes, already. Come on.
Calling my purely platonic relationship with my gay best friend an intimate one was disgusting and made me uncomfortable when no one sees it that way.
He ain't gay,
Yeah.
sweetie.
I'm sure that gay best friend of yours is so gay. I bet he chokes down so many cocks that he just feels a need to balance that out by cuddling with women. As all gay men do, of course. Gay men famous for having close, intimate relationships with women.
Well, don't you know, TV and media has portrayed the gay best friend as a common trope, so it must be true.
Yeah. I have to respect the guy's hustle, I will admit.
No, not even. Yeah, it's a shitty play.
Yeah, it's a shitty play. I still gotta respect. There's a level of respect. It's the same level of respect I have for the people that fucking pull a scam on, like, the senior home.
They should burn in hell.
You got fucking balls, sir. I do want to see them chopped off, however.
Yes.
I have been in 6 other relationships, including you. Your response was not how you should ever treat a person, and don't make those mistakes with the next person you ever have in your life. Don't ever treat them like the way you've treated me. Theo.
So, like a man?
The absolute fucking Chad existence that he is. Enjoy your life, Amy. I hope you find someone better than me.
She took that wrong, didn't she?
She absolutely took that wrong because she responded with thanks, you too.
No, yeah, no, that's not what she meant.
No.
She may as well have said, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah. So, why is Stone Taurus, DeviantArt, and Gura now trending? Why is FBI Most Wanted also trending?
Oh no!
DeviantArt, Stone Taurus, Gura, FBI Most Wanted. I'm taking a screenshot of this.
My
Girl, what the fuck did you do? Girl,
Gura!
what do, Sneaky?
What did you do, Gura?
Somebody probably drew something of Gura and Stone Toss. That's what it is. And the FBI got involved.
I wouldn't even be surprised. What's FBI Most Wanted? Okay, apparently some episode came out tonight. And people are shocked that the FBI have another victim to display on their show.
Another victim, really?
Yeah.
Victim of the FBI?
One would only hope. Recently, this is a statement from Theo, the Chad. Recently, an ex-partner of mine made very serious accusations about me. I mean, yeah, she kind of did. She accused him of stalking, but then, like, you know, never showed DMs of him admitting to that, like she said she had, or
Never showed proof.
any sort of proof that this was happening, like she said she had.
Almost like she was lying.
Yeah. I am only responding to disprove her statements. I am not responding to create drama. During the interview stage for Amy's potential role as admin, I was not informed that she wouldn't be available due to her grandfather's hospitalization. If I had been aware of this, I would have not proceeded the way I did. Once again, I can't accommodate for circumstances I am not aware of. Amy says, "Sorry, I usually only respond to direct pings, and you only pinged me twice about lore. Sorry about that. If you still have me, I can try harder. If not, that's fine." Okay, so that does not match up with what Amy said.
No.
That's it's not so great there, Amy. Once SMP1 shut down, I created a new event called Chunk Locked, which required additional admins. Therefore, I reached out to Amy if she would be available for the dates I then posted. Amy confirmed she would be available for these dates and was re-added to the team. And he has the documents where he shows him asking her, not the other way around.
Almost like she completely misrepresented things.
Oh boy.
Surprise! She lied!
Wow, the woman lied. What a surprise.
I'm
It
shocked.
became pretty obvious when she
I'm being
posted
sarcastic,
pictures.
Max.
I do appreciate that her own DM leak that she leaked was disproving her own statements.
Oh yeah, no, immediately.
After Chunk Locked ended, Amy and I created a new survival world together that we played on directly together. Amy and I came up with the idea to create an origin server with a Chunk Locked group and some others. The day after the server launched, during this time playing on this server, Amy and I became super close. Following this, I ended up asking Amy out as she felt she reciprocated the feelings I had been experiencing. Okay, so this again,
I can understand why.
bro just needed to bury the coffin in the grave she dug. Yep. Dude, again, this is a very different narrative than what Amy was saying. Amy was portraying it as, oh yeah, we knew each other a bit, and then we got friends, and then we just started dating. Theo is showing, yeah, she was the admin for the entire era of a multiplayer RP server. And then we created a personal survival server together with me and a close-knit group of friends. And then on that server, we played together a lot and became close.
So they knew each other for a fair bit. Like, that when she was doing
Yeah,
fine.
I would say a little bit longer than the couple weeks she was proclaiming.
Like, these, I don't really pay attention to these SMP kind of shit, but I assume that they generally play out a long while. Give or take a month or two, maybe. Depends on the group. Right? Would that be a fair estimate?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. In November, Amy indeed became sick and was stuck in bed. During this time, Amy's friend, who I will not name, as Amy didn't want to name them, spent a lot of time with her, which I was in a voice call for, only some of. During one of these calls, Amy and this friend started making jokes to me about cuddling with each other without me. Later, I went on Twitter and found pictures of them actually cuddling. This, understandably, made me uncomfortable. So I messaged...
Understandable.
Yeah. Again, Amy leaving out that little tiny teensy bitsy detail about how
One little detail that changes the narrative.
So not only did she straight out baited him with comments of just what could be implied as
quite
cheating,
literally, I'm cucking you.
and then did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's it.
Wouldn't it be so funny if I cucked you? Man, wouldn't it be weird if I just cucked you with this guy right next to me while you aren't here? Well, I'm just gonna cuck you. Isn't that funny? Wouldn't that be weird if that happened? Takes picture of self doing it.
No.
Like even as a joke, that's like, you don't do that.
Yeah,
just
it's
not cool.
and like he said, uncomfortable. It's like even
Yeah,
if
it's
you're
like,
just
it's
doing it as a
understandable.
joke, it's like that's still very.
That's not.
Yeah.
It's creepy and disrespectful, I want to say.
Wanna bet the other guy
Yes,
probably
that's
didn't
exactly
know?
what it is.
Probably. Oh, very disrespectful. Absolutely.
Oh, no, the other-
Okay, so he does provide the other guy's statement. When Amy gave me the flowers, I will admit I wasn't comfortable because I was in another relationship at the time.
At the time.
And I was scared that Amy giving me flowers would impact this. I told Theo about how this made me feel, but didn't tell Amy at the time because she had already bought them and I didn't want to make her feel bad. I did tell her that this could badly affect my relationship, but Amy kept insisting that I was okay with it when I wasn't because I'm not used to receiving flowers.
Okay, she was trying to seduce the gay boyfriend. That's what that's about.
Well, gay air quotes.
Obviously, gay
So
air
not-
quotes.
So not only was she seducing another man, he went behind her back to her boyfriend to tell him this.
Yeah,
Right?
so
Yes.
absolute bro moment of, hey dude, she just gave me like fucking flowers and it made me feel weird and I'm not cool with it. And I just wanted to let you know.
And bro, I'm in a relationship, so
Yeah. Absolute bro moment. I
bros
understand
before hoes.
why she did it, but it was still very weird. The numbers joke was a joke, which I tried to explain to Amy multiple times. Okay. I'll believe you. Because you see, guys have a sense of humor. And so far, your DMs have shown you to be a very level-headed individual. So if you say it was a joke, I would be far more willing to believe you than her.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I also told Amy that if the joke ever made her uncomfortable, I would stop. Okay, so he's just awkward. That's what it is. He's just awkward and doesn't know when to let a joke stop. That's fair. It's painful to see Amy outright lie about this, even though she told me she was fine with the joke multiple times. After we broke up, Amy did not leave SMP Unity, as evidenced by the screenshots provided on your own thread. I chose to remove you because I did not want to remain close to my ex, as I had the potential to negatively impact the roleplay scenario.
Fair.
Yeah, fair. I must emphasize that the SMP Unity is not my server alone, and I have to make sure that my personal life is not affecting the show.
Oh, yep, that's business, yes.
So, Amy's actual statement, Kay Lamau, don't add me back. What you did was immature and silly. I don't want to be involved with you anymore. Thanks. When you messaged me requesting to be on mutual terms, it was pretty obvious you only did so to prevent my friends from forming negative opinions about you and your behavior during the breakup. During our call, I did not once reveal to you that I had been watching your streams. The only reason I knew you mentioned your ex was because I contacted a mutual friend of ours who was informed me of this. The accusations was that Hero told me it was completely untrue, as Hero and I never mentioned your streams in our DMs during a call. I have provided Hero's statement, my friend, below. I was aware that I had been named in a recent thread about me being an insider in Amy's streams to Theo. Firstly, I was never told or contacted to gather information. Theo has tried to stay away from Amy and make this right with both parties. Secondly, I do not have the time to stalk her streams for insider info, as I have a job and a life outside of her streams and content creation. And that behavior is disgusting, by the way. Amy barely streams, also, and even if they do stream, I do not turn in because I am working, streaming, or sleeping. I don't have time to watch other people's streams. Based.
Makes sense.
Thirdly, please do not jump to conclusions, assuming that I was gathering info for Theo, assuming that without gathering enough information is detrimental to people, and you would agree the same. Yeah, true, real. Female Zoomer, yeah. Amy's statement regarding what she said on one of her streams is also completely false. Multiple times throughout the stream, she compared her ex, me, to her new boyfriend, which I believe was a joke. In our earlier call that I mentioned, she stated she was not referring to me when she said my ex, but later she told Morgan that she was lying to me. Morgan has provided me with the following statement. Bro, this does not look good for you, Amy.
This is like a man getting ready to go to trial.
Dude's collecting the fucking receipts. And even your own friends are ratting you out now.
This man is going to child support court, and he is going armed.
This statement is true. This is a difficult conversation for me to have, considering I do care about both Amy and Theo. However, when I heard Amy lie to me after Theo told me how hurt he was about the conversation they had, and how conflicted he was over it, I had to tell him that he was lied to. It's not right to make someone think they are a bad person for thinking something when they were correct about what they were thinking. Especially since she told me while laughing, stating, but not an exact quote, that she totally lied, but Theo didn't need to know that. I'm upset that things came to this, but I'm not ashamed of the choices I made. I wasn't collecting info. By the way, look at Exhibit 69-420.
Jesus. Yeah, he wasn't collecting info, but he still had it and could go back and get it. There is a difference.
Yeah, he wasn't collecting. He wasn't stalking Amy. But to be clear, he was trying to make the separation that he wasn't stalking her. But now that she's made these allegations, he sure as fuck is going back and getting all this info.
Oh yeah, which is normal. I mean, everything's stored online these days, so yeah, get fucked.
I mean, there's even a way to download streams that have been discontinued from the Twitch streamer stats website.
And they're not surprised.
Oh yeah, no, it's because well, the stats website needs to download the stream so they have access to the metadata stats from Twitch. So all you have to do is tell the website to download it to you. Like if some bitch was throwing shit, I'd absolutely try to find evidence. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, yeah, you know, it's just...
I'd break out all the evidence.
Yeah. Bro went and collected the infinity gems of bitch removal.
Jesus.
But I mean, it's like, look. You can never really know when it comes to online statements who's true, who's false, who's telling lies, who's bending narrative, whatever, right? But if one side is making statements, and then the other side comes out with the both sides admitted mutual friends all backing his statements, saying that the other side is lying.
The other side might be telling some fibs.
And even then, it's like, okay, maybe the original accusations are false, but then the accuser releases their DMs showing them to be lying. It gives more credence to the other side when they say the accuser is lying. It's like, yeah, if she lied about this part, she probably is lying about this part.
And then she edits her quote-unquote evidence.
Yeah, and then she's cropping out certain parts of the DMs. Once I was told by Morgan that Amy had lied about this, I made the decision to block Amy on all platforms except for WhatsApp. Why would you ever use WhatsApp? Jesus Christ. As I feel I had given her too many chances. I also wanted to separate myself from her and the environment that she is in, which in my mind was a reasonable response to such information. Yes, very, very calm, reasoned response. In my mind, Bone, I would like to quickly mention that the Happy New Year's message was a total accident because I sent it to everyone on my WhatsApp contacts list. Also, even if it wasn't an accident to send her this, I just want to make it clear that telling someone Happy New Year's isn't weird. You are correct, Theo.
Yeah, it's really not.
It's very much not weird. I will not be commenting on the group chat situation that Amy mentioned, as I was not involved in the group chat. However, it is indeed a concern of mine that Amy would target the RP next, as she has done so maliciously in the threads against me. The accusation that I do not support Palestine is... God fucking damn it.
Did he cuck? He cucked, didn't he?
Oh, the accusation that I do not support Palestine is a lie. I've attended multiple real-life Palestinian marches, retweeted and tweeted pro-Palestine things, and Chunk Locked was even a charity event that raised money for Palestine. The fact that Amy even brought this up at all, never mind accusing me of not supporting Palestine, is petty and disgusting.
He should have just left it the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Like, my politics are none of your fucking business, period.
Okay, so Theo does repost pro-genocidal comments. I won't be reading them out loud here. Closing this...
Really?
Yeah. Closing this, I would like to express that once this statement has been released, I will be taking a break from the SMP and any other creator duties I have as Theo. Writing this was not enjoyable, as most would guess, and I truly wish to leave that relationship and toxic environment behind me, as it is having a very negative effect on me, both mentally and physically. I hope this statement clears up any confusion and provides insights into my perspective. If it does not, I am willing to answer questions to a limit. My DMs are open. What can I say? Based. Overall, based.
I mean, dude did everything right.
I mean, the Palestine stuff is a little bit cringe. I understand why he wants to bring that up in the end, because the whole Palestine Israel hate mobs on Twitter.
It's cover your ass stuff.
Yeah. I'm not super enthused that he reposted pro-genocide messages. I think that's pretty cringe. It's one thing if you are directly involved, like if you're in Gaza and you post that message, hey, that's you. You do you. I think if you're some fucking American twat who's never even seen the Middle East at all, I don't think you should be posting that sort of stuff.
No.
Yeah. It's just that's my separation limits on it, you know? If you're in the area affected by something and you want to post whatever you want to post, your political opinion on it, hey, that's your right. No matter how fucked up it is, that's your right to post a political opinion on something that directly affects you. But I just don't think that anyone in America has any right to post in either direction. And if they think they do because oh I'm Palestinian, I'm Jewish, move the fuck back there then. Why'd you come to America if you care about that area so much? Go the fuck back.
I keep saying, dual citizenships have dual allegiances, and you can't trust them.
But either way, 1046. We covered the world's first real person fan fiction written by real people living inside a fan fiction. I hope that was entertaining to some people. But we'll see you on Friday. There's always more. And it all